Girls. Hold on, let's pull the chat. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Hi guys! Happy Friday! Oops, my sound is on. Oh, the chat's gonna be down.
Is it gonna be down?
No. Are you in?
I'm in. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 3 likes already. Thank you. 9 watching now. Okay, where are the peoples? I guess those are there. Are people too?
Hold on, here we go. Just gonna make sure I have my chat up.
Let's see.
Hi guys!
Hey, okay. It's Tatiana Ragland. Hello, ladies. Haven't seen her in a bit. Right down the street. Hi, Della. See, Angela. Marcinkovic. Christina Drew. Say hello. Is it Melanie? What is that? Melanie? How do you pronounce your name?
Melanie.
Jones. There's an Anthony. There's a Bree. Hi, Bree.
Leanne Villa. Kim
Diane Cabrera.
Song. Oh, it's Maya.
Kim Gregory.
Did you get Diane?
Where's Diane Cabrera? Yes, of course I did, girl.
Hey. Friday. How you guys doing today? How was your week?
Who's watching the Olympics? Who?
I know you just randomly said the Olympics are on tonight. I'm like,
Because Gabby told me, she's like, oh,
Okay.
you're going live. Gabby said you're going live because the Olympics are on.
Tay really does give Miss Frizzle vibes. I'm so here for it. Yeah, this is gonna be me. Yeah, so tonight we have a sponsor, Zulu. They've been our sponsor before. You guys know their prescription glasses, their blue light glasses, and I'm like really excited for like more of our Zulu collabs because like I'm here for all these types of glasses. Once the fall start, I am definitely gonna be giving all the Miss Frizzle vibes, 100%. Like I will be standing up in the front of the classroom with glasses like this on, teaching. Yes, I will. Protecting my eyes, absolutely.
Yes, let me show you mine tonight. So cute. Ta-da! Are they adorable?
Yours are so cute. So of course, like all the glasses that we wear are going to be in the description box. So to start, mine are called Brenda, and they are the mauve color, and yours are called Sugar Plum.
So cute.
Those are adorable. And I actually love the size. I thought they were going to be bigger,
Yes.
but I love that size. It's like a perfect size. I love those.
It's so cute. And because I always wear like black and white, or black or white. I mean, perfect. Well done. Okay.
So yeah, these are the Brenda mauve, and then I realized I actually had the Brenda, the darker ones as well. So like there's these mauve colored ones, and then they also come in this dark color, which I love this frame. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Have we done this collab before? Has anybody ever gone over to the Zulu site and gotten anything? They're so different, right?
Hi Charlene, she said hello from New Haven. Hey, Connecticut in the house. Actually be in New Haven tomorrow because guys, my newest obsession, Facebook Marketplace.
It really is.
I'm like literally addicted. I can't stop because I'm decorating my classroom and the furniture in there is like, it's like antiquated, you know? And so I'm saying I want to update the desk. I mean, it's like a typical desk that comes to the classroom, but I'm like, if I can find something on Facebook Marketplace cheaper and have a nicer desk, I'm going to. If I can change out one of the tables for, you know, not that much money, I'm going to. So I've been like going sick. I already got a desk. I have, I bought some new shelves for my room. The IKEA, I think they're called like the Kallax, Kallax. They're like $80 each. I got 2 for $50. Like I've been just going in and
I'm being buried alive by classroom furniture.
Tomorrow I'm going to get these 2 tables that are from IKEA, and typically they run for $89, and this lady's selling 2 for $10, and I'm like, I'll take them. And so I've been just going like crazy. So yeah, I'm going to New Haven tomorrow to pick up some tables for my classroom, and we were like laughing because I said like they're gonna know I'm moving in because I'm gonna have a U-Haul and be like on moving day. Teachers are gonna be walking in with like one bag and I'm gonna have a U-Haul bringing in all my stuff.
Say hi from Vegas. Is he always? Are you always in Vegas? Is it Joseph Harris? Are you always in Vegas or you're just in Vegas tonight?
So song, absolutely, you guys are gonna see it when it's all done. I can't wait to. Yeah, because I've been showing like bits and pieces of it, like, oh, I bought this, I picked up this, like I'm on TikTok and I'm on Instagram and I've been showing different things, but like I can't get in there yet because they said our floor is like the last floor that they clean, which so when we finally can get in there, I'm going to have to like hit the ground running. I am rounding up all the troops, all the men, everybody, because it's gonna be crazy. So like
men,
set it up.
All the dogs. Dougie has to help. Let's see. Oh no, somebody had a loss. Somebody said this was a loss. Yeah, ladies. You don't need to bring that night.
Oh wow. I am so sorry, Carrie.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Wow.
Carrie.
Wow. That's
Almost an
devastating.
unbearable
Wow.
loss,
Yeah.
right?
Wow. We'll be praying for you definitely, guys. Matt Coach, you guys, you know we pray here. So wow, that's sad. I'm so sorry, Carrie. Hi from Rochester. My boss is so cute. Hi. Baby, cry. Cute glasses, thank you. Again, this will be up here all night. My hair will be blocking it from time to time.
Collab tonight, right there.
Live sponsored by
And
Zulu.
what is the, does it say, 15% off?
15% off. So the 15% off code MADCURLS is good until midnight. After that, it'll be 10%. So so if you're watching this, say tomorrow, the what is it? The replay, the playback. The code will be good for 10%. But until midnight, if you're watching it now, it will be 15% off until midnight.
I don't want to take mine off. They're so cute.
You are adorable, girl. So you can wear them. We're gonna be here for a while, girl.
Okay. Very good. But they're minor prescription. However, they're almost like distance glasses because they seem really good, which I normally don't see distance-wise. I had some one time when I actually had an eye doctor appointment, and I lost them at Target. So all of these are replacement, but I normally wear glasses for reading, so I am gonna have to switch out to my reading ones because when they put the prescription in, they always put in almost like the kind like you can get on like the spinner in Target or CVS or whatever. So these are like comparable to like 2.0. So I always, when I go into Target and I'm shopping, I always stop up at the spinner and get some glasses so I can shop. And then before I leave, I put them back on the little spinner. So like these are.
Girl, wait, you use them while you shop around the store?
Yeah, I can't see.
Girl, you're so funny. You are
And I don't have
hilarious.
distance ones. The distance ones I have doggy broke. So
Excuse me.
I love these. Hi, gentlemen. We're live.
Very deep voices over there. Love y'all so much. Ari said, hey family, I just found out that I'm a quarterfinalist of the TV drama writing contest. Yes, Miss Girl. Congratulations.
Right, girl.
Congratulations. Any other praise reports? All right, anything else good happening to folks this week? Or anything else you guys want to share? People share the good, they share the bad, they share the ugly and the busted. And that's what we do up here. Speaking of busted, so what did you do for your birthday? What did we do? Nothing?
Let me see.
Right? Did we just chill? What happened? Oh, you know what? I think we did Cheesecake Factory takeout, right?
Yeah, you would just put the food in.
But it wasn't a planned thing. Not really. It wasn't like, hey, we're gonna do this.
Yeah, and Adam got us cheesecake. He got yours like when that morning he took orders to see what our favorite cheesecake were and was so I thought, okay, I got mine down pat, and then later on, like, I basically slept all day. Whoever follows me on Facebook, y'all knew I was not like celebrating this year because this was not the year for me because I had like that divorce thing coming up on Tuesday, and I was not in the mood for that to celebrate, unfortunately. But anywho, so then when I got up and came downstairs and looked at the refrigerator, my cheesecake wasn't there. But yours was, and for some reason it slipped his mind. Like, it was like the craziest thing, but he immediately, such a good son, even though he had to work that night, got up, drove to Cheesecake and got me my pie and my cheesecake, which I love key lime, and brought it back. So good.
Yeah, it was like the weirdest thing. It's like we have the same birthday, so I'm like, how did you get one without getting the other? Did anything like trigger in your head? And like just, I don't know.
Yeah,
No, nothing triggered.
What was that about?
He said nothing triggered. Girl. So I mean, nothing triggered.
Nothing
so
triggered.
nothing triggered. You just, I don't know. Papa John's for dinner. It was busted in my tape voice. I'm so disappointed. What happened? That's the worst when you get some. One time I ordered some tacos from Uber Eats, and Uber Eats is expensive. Like you're paying for the food, and you're paying for the delivery. Obviously, you gotta pay. Like it's just a thing of tacos that could typically cost you $10 is gonna cost you like $35.
Oh
And
my God.
sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. But I ordered from this taco place, and the taco came and like they were all soggy, and it was just busted. It was like lukewarm,
When
and
did you order?
it was like a few weeks ago.
Okay, not on our birthday.
No, I
Okay.
ordered some food, and it was just like very disappointing. It's disappointing when you're hungry and the
Yeah.
food comes and it's busted, and busted, but she said hers was dry.
Okay.
Go drive and go get it. Sometimes you just don't want to. Sometimes you're just dying of hunger. You don't want to like drive. You just want it to be brought to you. So yeah.
Okay. DoorDash is a little better. Is it like to certain areas? Can we get DoorDash in this area? Or
there's one of them we can't get because we live in the middle of nowhere, so Connecticut. So yeah, places don't always deliver here, and the delivery fee is sometimes more if they have to come over here. So for example, like I'm not paying. One time, what did I want? I think I wanted 5 guys, and they're already expensive.
oh my gosh.
The delivery fee was $13.99 just to pay the person to bring it here, and I was like, no, no, I will starve. I will eat a leather jacket first before I pay $13.99.
A leather jacket.
I will
Where
count
is that at?
all the grains of
It's
rice.
almost like shipping. You know, I buy
bag,
things
like
far quicker if the shipping is free. Something about that shipping I can't do. Okay. Grubhub, DoorDash.
But speaking of our birthday, I just wanted to personally thank some people if you're watching. So I have an Amazon wish list for my classroom, which is like the thing this year, which is actually pretty cool. It's like I made it like for the masses, but also for me. Like I made it first for me, like so I can keep track of like what I want from Amazon for my classroom, and then I shared it in one of our videos. I think that's it. I'm really not, I hate campaigning. I'm really not comfortable with like posting stuff out there like, hey, every single day, like, hey, buy from my Amazon wish list. People are now doing hashtag clear the list, like where they want people to buy everything off. Like people are pushing their Amazon wish list. Like I mentioned it in the video, and that's about it. That's as far as I'm gonna go. So I want to mention it again right now because people actually got from it, and I was shocked because I started getting Amazon boxes, and I'm like, I ain't ordered nothing from Amazon, and like you guys have actually been going on ordering stuff off my list, and like I didn't realize how impactful it was until I actually got like some of the stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, like I don't have to buy this, like it's been basically donated, like someone's like bought it for me, and so a lot of you guys did it for my birthday. So I just want to thank Katrina Lane, Saint Kiss, Sharon Johnson, and Arlene Johnson. They bought stuff from my Amazon wish list, and it came in an Amazon box with like a little gift tag in it, and I was just like shooketh. So
Saint Kids, I wanna like put her forward, as they say, because she always she really supports the channel. So every now and then she will send us some money to kind of like keep the channel going, and we really appreciate that. Like we never know when it's coming or whatever, but she sends it right to. I guess I said to you the other day, I was like, how did she get our home address? Because I know like last week Angela was asking, and I'm like, when did we ever? Because I know we used to have a PO box and we don't anymore. So I guess if you ask, you don't ask, you don't get. So I guess if you ask, like, we will like kind of give out our address, but we really appreciate the fact.
I thought about that. I was like, that's probably not really that safe, but
okay. Although people like we feel like we know people, right?
Yeah.
You don't know anybody. I don't know you that well.
Girl, I don't know you that well.
But
girl,
anyway, getting
it.
back to what I was saying, we really appreciate that because she does definitely support the channel. She does send us money from time to time. So this time she supported the wish list, and she gave us both birthday.
So I linked it in actually on this video, so it is in the description box, my wish list, and literally like anything and everything matters. Like someone sent me some pens, and I was like, wait, it's the paper vape pens. I don't have to buy pens now. I have pens. So like a magnet, like anything that's on my wish list that you feel led to like. All you literally have to do is like hit add it to your cart, and it'll send it straight to my address that's there, and it's like the coolest thing ever. And I was just shocked that some people actually did it. I was like, wait, they did it. But yeah, I'm not about pushing stuff every single day. Buy from my list. Hashtag clear the list. I'm not doing any of that. But
you must have got that from me.
Those people that we never sold anything. We hated like in Girl Scouts having to sell peanuts and cookie dough and flowers and wallpaper. And
I know.
we never did any of that.
Like the wrapping paper. I know. One time
I'm not a sales girl.
Cookie dough. I just was so not comfortable. When you guys would come home with all the packets of what you had to sell, like they give the kids like so many weeks to sell this stuff, and some kids like really could sell, and their parents would take it to work and all that, and I just did not feel comfortable. I felt somewhat comfortable, I guess, back in the day, like when you could walk around the neighborhood, but who does that anymore? Walk around the neighborhood, to me it's so dangerous.
Yeah.
So I think people maybe depend on parents taking it to work. Well, I worked outside of the home. I was like a stay-at-home mom, so I never had like a job. And I think your father at the time kind of like we just felt like really weird about that.
Yeah.
You know, doing that at work. So I think maybe you got that from me. I just was never comfortable selling things.
Yeah, I'm not a seller.
Yeah.
I'm not like asking for things repeatedly. Like every day, like, okay, here's the link in case you missed it. Here it is, in case you missed it. But I mean, teachers really do have to like get their own stuff. Now, some of the stuff, like, they do have, like, binder clips and pens and planners, but sometimes, like, you want stuff that's nice and that's personalized, and, you know, maybe I want gold binder clips and I don't want the black ones, or maybe I want a nice planner and I don't want the brown one they give us. So definitely, like, decor and stuff, that's definitely coming out of teachers' pockets, like, and some teachers decorate, some teachers don't, but I am taking it so seriously because that's starting in September. Like, I'm gonna be in there every single day, and I don't want to walk into a bland room and just be in there, like, nothing to inspire me or just make me feel like it's my space. And so yeah, no, I'm taking, and I'm not going overboard because, like they say, like, overstimulation is just, it's too much. Like, I was going for, like, rainbows, and it was just way too many colors. I'm like, this is giving me a headache. All these colors everywhere. So, like, I toned it down more to, like, neutral colors and nice greens and things that are calming and plants. But
and you just kind of, like, never know. Like me, like, speaking from a parent's point of view, and I know, like, you're super overzealous, like, shopping and all that, but I'm thinking, you know, you're doing the rugs, and today, like, you were showing me, like, the string of lights and everything. I started thinking about kids that are on the spectrum, maybe lights and stuff might bother them. So I said, I wonder, like, if lights are allowed, because I love the idea, but like, maybe lights can't be for everybody. Rugs are very, very cute. God forbid a child trips over a rug, you know.
I thought about that. I thought about, I like the lights that, like, they slowly change colors. There is a setting where it flashes, and also with my lights on my ceiling, they can flash. Like, that's not something I would have where they're just, like, constantly, like, flashing because of something like that. I saw someone writing a student contact list, and someone said, I think she had mother and father there, and someone was like, can you change that to, like, parent 1 or parent 2? Like, you have to be so, and, like, it just made me think, like, watching that TikTok, I'm like, you have to just be careful how you word things, because she was like, you know, mother, father, you know, kind of like as, like, you know, who's the student, who's the mother, who's the father, like, whether it's, like, your sexuality, or maybe you don't have a mother, maybe you don't have a grandfather, maybe you have a grandparent, like, you know, an aunt and uncle, like, you know,
like, back in
like,
the day,
parent 1, parent 2, or guardian 1, guardian, like, you know.
Remember they would have, like, grandparents.
Adult.
And I think I remember at the time, like, some kids don't have grandparents. Like, you guys had, like, great-grandparents, but some kids don't even have grandparents. And so when they used to do the Grandparents' Day, that was difficult. And I don't know if I talked about it here on a live, or I don't know, but I was thinking I thought it was very interesting now when you do real estate and you try to sell a home, you have to be so careful what you say. It's no longer like a master bedroom. You have to say the primary bedroom. You can't say, like, this is, like, steps away from the mall, because some people are steps away and some people are not. Like, I think I explained that, I don't know if I did, but to me, I can understand that steps away thing, because I remember when I went to go get my, you know, whatever, in the arm kind of thing, can't say it, Alikay. But I remember going in, waiting in this long line, and then when I got to the table, they ran out. So they said, oh, no big deal. They said, just go over there. You know, like, to them, it wasn't just to go over there, but to me, it was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I could barely make it to the table that I was at because of my mobility, and now for them to say, just go over there, like, it wasn't a just go over there to me, it was a major thing. I'm like, I cannot walk any further, okay, because the lights and the floor, the shiny floor, all that, I just simply can't do it. So when you're doing real estate, I guess you have to be careful about saying, it's just steps away from the mall, just steps away, you know, it's not steps away for some people. Some people don't have steps, some people are in a wheelchair or whatever. So, yeah, you have to be so careful.
Yeah.
I think
it just kind of, like, triggered in my mind. I'm like, I have to be careful, like, going, if I do, like, a meet the teacher or whatever, like, how I word things, because even just saying mother and father on a student information sheet, maybe they don't have a mother and a father. You know, we have 2 fathers, they have 2 mothers, they have a grandfather. Like, you know, you don't know who's raising them. So to say mother and father was just kind of like a reminder, like, you know, be careful how you're wording things, how you're saying things.
What was that pertaining to?
It was a TikTok teacher, and she was showing how she does, like, her student information forms or something, and I guess someone left a comment saying, hey, can you change mother and father to maybe parent 1 or parent 2? I feel like even parent, like, I don't know, should it be like adult 1, adult 2? It's
really, I know, like, people are trying to be politically correct, but I think it's almost like
and, like, adult, and then, like, put next to it the relationship, like, who are you to this person?
Everyone's, like, really kind of, like, becoming very generic, like, to me, it's odd coming from, like, I guess my generation. It's very, very odd. I think it's trying to be so inclusive, but it's almost like just sterilizing everything, because there's no more personality, there's no more warmth about it. It's so generic. You're trying to be so politically correct that it's almost uncomfortable, because you never know. I think if the mistakes are made, I think they're very innocent mistakes. I don't think they're intentionally done.
Yeah. I feel like that one makes sense, though, to have on there to put mother and father, like, you know, people, again, could be raised by their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles. They could have 2 mothers. They could have 2 fathers. Like, you don't. I feel like, so that one made sense, mother and father, because you just don't know what people's setups are.
What are you supposed to say now?
So if I were to make one, I would probably say like parent 1, parent 2, or I would maybe say adult 1, adult 2, and then have relationship. Like, who are you? Like to the student. Like adult. So say they put the name, you would put like your name, and then you would put mother. Like I'm the mother. Like I would probably do that. Adult 1, adult 2, and then have like the relationship. Like who are you?
Adult 1 and adult 2. What do you guys think? Is there any better option than adult 1 and adult 2? Because that's, I don't know.
It was not parent or guardian. Yeah, parent 1, parent 2. I don't know. But I mean, it is good to know who's raising your student. Are they being raised by their grandparents? Are they being raised by aunts? Like, what's the home life? Like, what's the home situation?
Funny.
Like, that's interesting.
I went to school and there were people that were raised by their grandparents. I went to school. I went to a Catholic school.
One thing too.
Seriously, I went to Catholic school, and some kids were not Catholic, and so when we would do like the communion, when we went to church on Fridays, the kids that were not Catholic sat in the chair. Like I don't like. Nowadays, everybody has to be so inclusive. If you're not Catholic and you go to a Catholic school, well, you're not going to get up with the kids that are Catholic and have done their first Holy Communion and now are receiving communion on a Friday with their class. So I think it's almost like it drives people crazy trying to be so politically correct. I mean, to me, that makes all the sense in the world that you're going to a Catholic school and you're not Catholic. You have to understand that your child is not going to be participating in all of these sacraments and the things that are going with those throughout their career in Catholic school. So I think it's hard.
It was interesting. It's bringing me back to when I did my long-term sub position about like things that I don't know. It just reminded me though. I had a student. He came like he was new. So like I was doing the thing, but like he was like a new kid, like midway through the year. He came in and he would never stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And like I just left it alone because I didn't know if maybe he didn't know, but it's like, to me, it was like, well, how would he not know if we say, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and the entire class rises, and he does not rise? And I believe he was Indian. But he would just sit there every morning on his computer, and he would not rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. And I felt weird saying, can you stand up during the Pledge of Allegiance? Like, I don't, maybe that's something I should ask this year. Last year, I was just a long-term sub for a few months, so I left it alone. I was like, I'm not going to be fighting with nobody standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. But I didn't know if he didn't know, which is like, how would you not know if we're all standing? Or if it's one of those things where people don't want to. I remember during getting my associate's degree, there was like a prayer. And this woman in front of me, I think she was like Muslim, she just like sat there. She didn't stand, she didn't pray, she didn't do nothing, like, because like it was not her religion.
When
so
you graduated, you said?
Yeah, my associate's degree.
Okay.
I think we were all praying, and like I just happened to be like looking around the room. I guess I wasn't praying either. Like just kind of looking, scanning the audience, and like she was just like not bothered. And so it's like, are certain things are kids made to do? Like, is he forced to stand up and then do like the Pledge of Allegiance?
God forbid you force somebody to do something these days. Like I would definitely ask because to me I'd
it
be
says
curious.
The under God part, indivisible, like maybe the under God part, but like he sat there for like 2 months every Pledge of Allegiance, and he was not doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah. And I didn't feel like. So why don't you stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Like, I don't
whatever happened to when in Rome do as the Romans do? Like, all right, so you're in the United States, and so that is like what is it called? That's Pledge of Allegiance. Like that's what we do in the United States. Like I don't know. You probably would have to ask the authorities. I don't know, upper staff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like at least in my room, in my space, if he's not comfortable, I mean, people take knees and stuff. So for different, I mean, I didn't feel like I had to say, can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Like, that was not a hill I'm dying on. Yeah. So, like, I don't know. But, I mean, it's a question to ask. Like, we don't do anything really religious or anything but that. Like, he wasn't doing the pledge.
It does draw attention to the student. And to me, it's, because I don't know, like, the story behind it, to me, it would be disrespectful. Like a child would really sit there when everybody else has risen for the occasion. And we are in the United States, and it's what we do. So I would be curious. I mean, I wouldn't just, like, let it go. I would ask. I would say, like, why does this student not stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I mean, going forward, there's, like, things, like, maybe at the time I was just maybe still trying to get acclimated to my role, and, like, these kids were, like, my kids, but they weren't really my kids. I was just covering for 2 or 3 months. But he never stood for the Pledge of Allegiance. And
okay, yeah, so Yvette said some folks might not want to pledge allegiance to an object. Yeah, maybe sometimes like for religious reasons.
Kelsey T said, I myself don't pledge of allegiance. Callie knows as a descendant of American slavery, I'm not standing for that. No way, nor will my kids. Okay. objects. I mean, there's a lot of things we do that we just what did that girl Amanda Bormont, she said just because what she said, just because it just is doesn't mean it's just is, like, you know,
Right.
just because it's just like just what we do doesn't
Yeah.
make it right, like, you know. So it's something we've been doing all these years, but there's a lot of things we've been doing all these years, and we're
Yeah.
like checking ourselves now. So
But if your child has like a strong conviction, like you, like have you talked to your child, say for argument's sake, that they don't rise for Pledge of Allegiance? They might do that when they're with you and have that support of their parents that they know. Okay, but when you're at school and everybody else is, like, do they still like stay seated? Because now they don't have their backup. Like, you know, and the teacher's like basically, Taylor, like stand up. You know, and then you're like, okay, because like now you're powering down because you don't
for
understand.
me, if it was something like, say I followed it up, like I don't think I'd ever call out a student and be like, hey, stand up. If it's something I notice repeatedly, I'd probably either pull them aside or maybe send an email to their parent and be like, hey, this is what your child's doing. Is there a reason? Or just curious, like not forcing anybody to do anything, but I'm just like, is there a reason? Like, yeah.
It goes against the Bible. Pledge of Allegiance goes against the Bible. Because when I was in Catholic school, we did the Pledge of Allegiance and we did like the Catholic thing, so kind of like the two are intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in Romans in the Bible, there's a scripture that speaks to you obey like the government of which you are under. So I think, I don't know how much of it going against the Bible, like we're not here for like a whole Bible lesson, but I think we are here, the Pledge of Allegiance is what we do in this country, I think, to not do
Flautress.
What'd you say?
Flautress said if a teacher have a problem with them not doing it, I've got 5 minutes. Maybe she gonna explain it to them. Yeah, there's a lot of hills, I think, as a teacher that I'm not dying on. Like I noticed there's a pencil box in my room that a student has to pay 25 cents if they forgot their pencil for a pencil. And I'm like, well, if they don't have 25 cents, I guess they don't have a pencil. And that's it. I'm like, I'm not dying on that hill. I want them to do the work. If you don't have a pencil, I'm going to hand you a pencil. Like, that's it. We're not going to be wasting time in class because you don't have a pencil.
Yeah.
You know, I got 25 cents in my locker. Like, no. Here's a pencil. Sit down.
And when you start that charging,
like it's too much.
You have to understand that if you're not going to charge, then you can't charge all year. Once you start that charging, what happens when the child doesn't have it? Then you give in.
Yeah.
And so either you charge or you don't.
Yeah, I mean, if the kid has money, they're gonna take their lunch money to buy a pencil. Now they can't buy lunch. Like it just
They
seems.
won't forget tomorrow.
Well, maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I mean.
Okay, so tell what you have in your hair because they're guessing what we have in our hair.
Oh, what is this? This is Curl Smith, the Strengthen, the multi-use conditioner, and the gel that came in that line.
And they thought that you had the It's a 10.
Yes, because I posted my It's a 10 collab today, which is actually a sickening line. Now, It's a 10 ain't cheap at all. It's like one of those that's up there. And I know people, even the Natural Hair Committee, raved about the blue It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. I think if you like It's a 10, the blue conditioner, you're gonna like the coily line. Like, it's for naturals, it's for curls. I thought it was sickening. It was a sickening wash. I was like, oh, this is lit. Like, I actually really like it. I really like it. I use the shampoo, the mask, and the mask is only 5 minutes, which is nice because I love things you can put in and rinse it out. 5 minutes. And then I went in with the gel oil. It was very nice. But they do have a leave-in in the line and the curling cream. I don't have the leave-in. I do have the curling cream. I haven't used it yet. But I love the gel oil. It was the perfect amount of hold for my hair. My curls were shiny. It was lit. But I think the bottle's like $25. I think it's like $25. I think it was $25 I paid for that. It was like $25. But
y'all will never guess in a million years what I have in my hair. Start guessing. So who's going to guess?
Oh, yeah, girl, they're I was gonna say they're probably not gonna guess. But maybe if we say you're not gonna guess, you're gonna think big. You're gonna think out there.
Outside.
Yeah. T-Mom, the earrings are from Shein. Yes, the dress is from Shein too.
Glasses, no.
Little
Aussie, no.
Aussie.
Camille
Okay,
Rose,
let's
no.
reel it back in, y'all. Aussie. Think like more expensive products.
This chick's leaving. I know you would think that's thinking big because Taylor want to share, but no. Miss Jessie. Okay, no.
Tatiana Ragland, I'm with you. Especially since the summer weather hasn't really been summer. We can definitely get into fall and some Thanksgiving and
Not
Christmas.
anymore, Joseph. Like I used to do the Camille Rose.
No Briogeo, but y'all getting warmer.
Are they?
Yeah, I would say Briogeo. Weedad,
Okay.
but you're getting hotter. Woo, you're on fire. It's up there with Weedad and Briogeo.
Let's just look at the curls. I'm ready for fall. Oh, I'm ready for fall too.
Okay, it's not curl. Oh,
Okay.
there it goes. Oh, there it goes again.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
You guys
There
got it. Anthony and 106 Andy got it.
Yes, guys.
DEVACURL.
We dug deep, and I reached out to Diva to see, because we started when we were going through our decluttering. Who I saw the decluttering video, I started coming across Diva stuff, and I just started getting kind of like nostalgic. And I said, well, we necessarily on this channel didn't have a problem with Diva, so I'm like, let me try it. So I took the old products that we had here, and they were pretty old because we kind of like did not use them during that kind of Scandalo time.
Yep.
But I loved the wash and go, so I said, okay, so I said, let me reach out and say to Diva that, yeah, we do have some people on our channel that are still kind of not for me. And I said, we have an audience that is still very skeptical. I said, so if they could send over some products and we would try them and see. And they did, and
the issue was, right,
Mm-hmm.
or wrong, let me know, was with the cleansers. The fact that people were just straight cleansing their hair with the Diva cleansers and
Mm-hmm.
they weren't clarifying
Like
their
those
scalps,
no- like
right?
those no
no
poos.
poos and
Yeah.
stuff. It wasn't the stylers, right? It was just the fact that if people were using Diva, they were using Diva period as their brand, and Diva didn't have a cleanser like that for their hair. Is that correct? Was it just the cleanser? The fact that you were just you guys weren't clarifying?
I think that's kind of like what what was it, what I'm looking for. The consensus was that all of this like no pools, like no lathering, nothing, just constantly doing these like co-wash, were maybe the buildup or something. I don't quite know because we constantly test, so we didn't have a problem with Diva. But at the time, that's kind of what I remembered. Like they kind of like regulated strictly to the cleansers. I don't know. But
106 Andy, I'm kind of there with you, girl. I actually came downstairs to the box and pulled out the styling cream, and I just looked at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and then I put it back and went upstairs to Curl Smith. Like, I don't know. Like, is it the stylers? Was it the cleansers? What was it? What was it?
I don't know, but I did not look in the box. I looked in the box and started grabbing my things, and so because
it was the cleansing issue, right?
I always liked the light poo, so that's what I did with my hair today. And I did the Decadence conditioner, the one condition Decadence, and then I did the light gel. Is it the light? Yeah, because light is ultra, and then there's Supreme. So I did the light gel, and that's what's in my hair right now.
So I'm doing a glasses switch. These are Yaya, Y-A-H-Y-A.
The rest of mine, 'cause-
I love these.
Did you bring that on mine?
Yes, I did.
You
I
did?
brought down everything you had in the bag.
In the bag?
Yeah, whatever you had in the
okay,
bag.
what about the ones, the tortoise ones that were here the other day?
What-
These are
I
all,
don't-
these are all like all my older ones.
I don't know. Where are your Alfred? They're called Alfred. The tortoiseshell ones that you really like.
Are they still? No, so maybe they're upstairs on the bed, maybe, or
Yeah,
maybe,
these are all old.
Yeah,
Where's
these are all old.
Where's some of your bag?
perhaps they're in my drawer. Let me show you the new ones, because I don't see them here. All right, so
Yeah.
let me-
Oh, I love round glasses. So these are the Yaya. These are gold and pink. I really wanted the gold and crystal, but they didn't have them in stock. But these are gold and pink, and the pink is very subtle. The pink is very subtle, so I don't mind it. But I love these. So sometimes I like to be loud, like the Brenda that I just had on, and then other times I like basic, and I love round glasses. These are like the perfect round glasses. Like round glasses? Glass eye? Love these. Love these, love these, love these. So I'm gonna show you guys these, and then I'm gonna put these ones back on. But there are also that are round. They're called Aaron. So I actually have two Aaron. I got the, hold on. Oh wait, because I got these ones first. These are Aaron, and they're kind of like, they're round, but they're like geometric, because they're like flat, and like they're not quite perfect. They're a little geometric here and then round here, and I love the dark colors. And then I noticed that they had them lighter in like this blue and pink, and like they're called floral. So these pair are called Aaron, and love these. Again, they're fun. They're like blue and pink. What are they? They're like blue, pink, some purple, little gold in there. But Nice and kind of something simple, but still have a little bit of design on them. And then these are Aran as well, but the color's a little bit darker. So I feel like if I wear something, kind of like blue and pink and, green, maybe like to go with these ones. And then if I wear something that's darker, go in with the darker ones, which have kind of like gold and some dark blue, black, red. Really love these. Love this style. So I love like the bigger, fancier glasses. These are cute, but like these have my heart. Like glasses like this, they're just like plain, and Zulu. I love their their quality. So they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. Even though the prices are inexpensive, like the quality of the glasses in the metal and the plastic that they come with. Some are, what are some? Like some are plastic, some are metal. They say some are acetate, plastic, acetate, mixed material. Some are metal. Like the quality of the glasses are super nice. Like I never question the quality when I get them. I have never gotten a pair where I'm like, these are busted. Like they're gonna snap this or that. Love the quality of these Zulu glasses and the price. As you guys know, I'm a bargain hunter. The color is actually gold and pink. Yeah, so the ones I'm wearing right now are the gold and pink ones. But they also have gold and crystal. But I almost thought these were gold and crystal because they, you can definitely see the pink, but it's faint. Like I'm glad they're not all like white. You still get that gold because I wanted that gold, but you do get like that pink right there in the rim, and it kind of gives it some dimension. So love these. I feel like these would be cute in like a little staff meeting, sitting there with my little pencil, taking my little notes and my little glasses on, Alright,
so let's see one of those.
All the glasses are made with high quality. I believe that.
I like these. Just the simplicity of.
Those were cute.
Yeah,
When
right?
I took those out the box, I thought those were sent for me. I was like, oh, and then I saw they had prescription. I was like, no, those are yours. Like, I love those so much. So these are Alfred. These are Alfred. Hers are prescription and blue light. Those are gorgeous glasses.
I like the simplicity of them.
They're sitting in my cart right now on Zulu because I was gonna buy those. I wanted those so bad.
I love them.
I love
So
those.
where's my? Here we go.
Oh, there's Sharon Johnson. Hey, girl. I shouted you out before, but I'm just gonna thank you again since you're here. Thank you so much for buying from my Amazon store. You are awesome. Zoe Mills and Jerry is what I got from Zulu, and I love them.
Jerry,
I think I
those are
actually
clear ones, right?
Yes. So these are Jerry. We've shown them on here before. These are the Jerry glasses. They are clear. Again, like the nice small kind of frame.
These Jerry?
These are Jerry. These are linked in the description box as well.
Right. These are them.
Oh yeah, you have Jerry too. Yeah. So hers are Alfred. These are Jerry. These are nice. I feel like these go with anything because they're kind of like there but not there, because they're clear.
Them.
So very cute. Very,
Guys
very
like
cute.
these? Let's see.
And again, if you are shopping, make sure to use code MADCURLS and you can save 15% off.
And still my favorite for the night. I started off with these. I think they're so cute because they match what I have on. And these were, what did you say, sugar plum?
Those are sugar plum. Those are sugar plum. These are Yaya.
I have everything displayed out here in front of me.
Wow, I finished my cold brew.
Oh, wow.
Is it weird that I'm drinking cold brew at 9 o'clock at night?
Does it have caffeine in it?
Yes. It does have a little caffeine in it. Y'all's hair on point tonight. Thank you so much.
What else is so I did. So they didn't reach out to us. I reached out to them because I wanted to just see, what's going on with Diva, and so far so good. I've used it maybe like the last week or so. Initially it was like the products that we had from back in the day, and then they sent over some new stuff. So
The only thing is, as I said, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the new packaging.
Yeah, you didn't care for the new packaging.
I didn't care for the new packaging. To me,
That looked like Shrek.
yeah, it looked like a Diva knockoff, in my opinion. It's almost like, you know in Sally's where they have like the generic brand, the white bottle with the black lid, and it's like the fake, Shea Moisture, coconut and hibiscus, like curling hinges. It's like stuff that's like the knockoff, and like the bottle's white with black. Like to me, it would look like almost like somewhat like a Diva, generic Diva knockoff, but it's like their new packaging. I didn't care for the packaging.
And that's it. I like the new packaging, and so when I find out that a company has new packaging, that's the packaging that I want on my shelf now. So I was happy that they sent over the new packaging because I thought it was cute. And
They needed to rebrand in a way. Yeah, maybe they just needed to
Probably,
change up their
okay.
whole situation going on. But I was okay. But like first thing I noticed, I was like, I like the taller bottles, even though you're getting the same amount of product. I felt like I was getting more bang for my buck seeing it in the taller bottle
Yeah.
than seeing it in a short little.
And you said, and you smelled it, you said like, okay, this is Diva, like you still, I don't remember, only thing I can remember is like what I used last week when I didn't have the new stuff that they sent over. So I don't know, to me, it smelled different.
Mhm.
The gel, I think the gel might have smelled the same, but the Decadence to me smelled a little different, and the Low Poo smelled different. I don't know if they changed anything with that. Maybe they did, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you can find the links to all of our glasses in the description box, even ones maybe we haven't shown yet. You can click on them like the, we haven't shown, what is it? I just saw it. I think it's pronounced Jimenez.
Oh, like
they're
IKEA
like
dressers?
Oh, these ones. So they have a little point here. They are tortoiseshell, but they are pink. And I thought these were
What are the ones that you like that were almost like ombre?
They're called Jimenez.
That. Let me see. These are different. See, those were kind of different. So they
Oh,
have
which ones
the
are those?
blue.
Oh, those are Lucy.
Okay, and then they have kind of like, this is lavender here, and then green here, and this green is kind of different from the blue. It's called an arm. What is it called? Right here. I
What?
don't know. This right here.
An arm? Oh no.
Let's see.
Glasses, sides of glasses.
I like what they said because they're like simplistic, right?
Right.
Not over the top.
Yeah, I like
I
simplicity.
like that. What do y'all think?
What do y'all think? Do you think? So those are Lucy. These are Jimenez. Jimenez.
J-I-M.
Well, I'm pronouncing it like it's Spanish.
I know, right? Jimenez.
Jimenez. Jimenez.
Oh, that little sickening ring got on there, girl.
Girl, this one.
No,
Girl,
no,
I got
the
it
other one.
oh, this one?
I
Oh, I
like
got
that.
it for 21.
Okay. Alright, so let me see my little portable fan here.
Gosh. So, speaking of rings, this is actually my ring finger. So we were watching, was it 90 Day Fiance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're watching 90 Day Fiance the other way, where the people, like, the Americans go to the other countries. And so this woman went to, I think it was South Africa to marry this man. And he had a bachelor party. And it just really got me on the topic of bachelor parties and bachelorette parties. What do y'all think about those? To me, I think, unless it's like tasteful, it's so unnecessary. It's almost like you're a bachelor, like it's your last night to last like woohoo before you get married. I'm speaking, we're zoning in on the men right now.
Okay.
The men that have the bachelor parties with like the dancing women and all that kind of stuff, and it's like your last shebang before you get married. But it's like you didn't feel like you needed to shebang like all that time you were engaged to the person you were in the relationship. So why do you have to do it? Like this man was really on TV getting ready to marry this woman, but at his bachelor party, like having women dance all over him and just being so it was so disrespectful.
Yeah.
I was like, when did this become a thing? Where did it come from? Bachelor parties that look like this with the women and like it's your last hurrah. It's like you could have had a hurrah. You could, and then you just wouldn't have been in a relationship. Like I don't understand why you feel like is this like their pass? Like this is your bachelor. This is your pass to be inappropriate before we get married. Like I don't.
No, that would to me would not be a pass.
I don't know. Like
yeah, that would not be a pass.
Who thought of this? Whose idea
pass?
was this?
Yeah.
Whose idea was this? Because when I was watching it, I was just like, I don't like this at all.
It's like, there's like so many temptations out there to just like be unfaithful, don't be monogamous. Like it's weird. Literally, you do that just before you get married. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
There you go.
the wild pre-wedding shenanigans are too much.
Yeah.
The idea behind that, it's like it's
idea
almost like
behind
it's
it.
your past. Like, okay, this is my bachelor party. This is where I get to act the fool.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's like, why would you want to?
Mhm.
And you haven't been acting the fool, you know, supposedly the whole time you're in the relationship. Now you
And-
get like this pass
in
to
both
be
ways.
inappropriate.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you get your girlfriends, probably the ones that ain't getting married, the Trump that's a good thing. But anyway, so you all go off to like Vegas or something like that and do something like conduct yourself because you know you're this close to get down that aisle. Don't mess up now.
Like I don't know who came up with when. Like I know it's part of like wedding society and like what's acceptable and what people do, but I'm just like, who thought this was a good idea? Okay, now what we're gonna do is before we get married, we're gonna have the bachelorette, and the bachelor party, and this is where like basically you can cheat and it's okay. Everyone's getting to pass this one night when you're out with your friends. Like whose idea was that? I'm like, it's gross.
So that's what you're saying. That's the that's the underlying message there. Con-cheat.
To me, that what else?
Yeah.
What else is it? What else is it? If
Yeah.
you're having like
And they
scantily
encourage
clad
that.
women and stuff, or like men. Women get men. That,
Yeah.
like, what,
Because somebody's planning the party and they're planning the guests and the entertainment. So someone is saying, like, we're encouraging you to be disrespectful to the woman you get ready to marry. You know.
like
Not cool.
on 90 Day, this woman had sacrificed so much for this guy, and he was really sitting there like letting him. He was like, yeah, like woo, like I'm just like
That to me is
yeah.
beyond the pale because you know, number one, like it's not even like to me like real life. Okay, this is like you're being filmed.
Yeah.
Okay, you're being filmed.
And the next day he want to cry when she walking down the aisle.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, like they just must be doing things because they want that check from was it A&E? Who did they get that check from?
TLC?
TLC. Like they really like let me put myself like right there, act the fool so that my episode will be filmed. Will
good
be
night,
like
Carrie.
my episode will be chosen.
No cheating, no touching allowed. Yeah, I don't. But just the idea behind it. Like, all right, you get here's your one last night, and it's almost like the men were like, or even the women, like you're missing something, so you need one last night.
Yeah.
Like, have you been feeling like that the whole time we've been in a relationship? Like you're trapped. Like
Yeah,
you need one more like hurrah
Yeah.
before like you really commit to a marriage. Like
Here's one of them red flags I was talking about. Problematic. Block it.
And I'm not saying like people can't have like bachelor party, but I'm talking about like when you get into the inappropriate things that can happen. Like I don't care if someone wants to like get married, go out with the boys to like Vegas and spend money or whatever. But like when it's the whole that other stuff that goes down. That's just I don't know. And I thought maybe I just wanted to know what everybody else thought.
And maybe it
it
doesn't have to go down. Like you said, you wouldn't mind then getting together with the boys and going to Vegas and all that. So, okay. But maybe some people don't know how to just do that. Maybe they have to always just like go one step further.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically bringing up the character. Hope you know the character before like that because don't let that all of a sudden like introduce you to who you're marrying because by then like you should already know. There should be no shockers when you find out that they act the fool at their bachelor party because you should have known.
Yeah, I mean, some people are are gonna drink and maybe they gamble or like I don't know, but it's just when you bring in say like mama like if you want to bring in like another woman to be scantily clad and like dancing on you and you're touching on like I don't understand that. Why? I don't understand that. I just no. Well, that's fun. Jeanette said, me and my husband decided to have a Jack and Jill party with all of our friends and family.
Cute.
That's fun.
See, that's decent.
Yeah.
Why does it have to always be like separate?
Yeah.
You know?
See, Superstar Bella says, it's always been this way, it just was not recorded. Yeah, but so, like, my thing is like, why has it always been this way? Why? You know? Just because it's just is doesn't mean it's just is. Like, it's busted. It's busted. That's what I think. I think it's busted.
Exactly. Kelsey said you're getting married to the one you love. Why do you need one more night of inappropriateness? Seriously.
Wow.
You know?
Hair Girl Pam said the guy from Saved by the Bell went too far and someone sent his wife a video and they got divorced.
See?
Yeah, during the So after the guy was done on 90 Day, he told us like his fiance what happened. Of course, she was upset, but like she got over it. But then at the reunion show, of course, they decided to play the clip. So the girl like rolled the clip, and there he was at his bachelor party. And his wife now is just sitting there, eyes welling up, and she's getting mad. I'm like, it's one thing for him to come home that night and tell her this is what I did. I'm sorry, but to actually see it and some of the things he was like, oh, I'm getting divorced before I get married. Like the woman's dancing, and like just to see it, I'm like, that's a whole nother thing. Like he actually had to. There was footage, and of course they decided to roll the clip during the reunion show. And I'm like,
shows are horrible because they always bring back like they probably work the whole season to get past it, and then they bring it right back up.
Tay, would you want a bachelorette party? No. I think my wedding is gonna be like so unconventional if it even is gonna be a wedding. Like I don't really want a big shebang. I don't want a bachelorette party. I don't want bridesmaids. I don't want like any of that expense. Like or just I don't want to do that. Like I'm focused on like the marriage and like building our space together. Like that's where I want the money to go. Like where we're gonna live, our space. Like I don't want a great big wedding with caterers and flowers and dresses
And starting off marriage with all that debt.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying that now, but like I back in the day, I was like, oh, I want a great big shebang, and then as I got older, it's just like the shebang's getting smaller, it's almost like to the point where it's like me and him at a courthouse. Like I don't want a big shebang. Like I really don't. I really want us to like focus on our house and our furniture and our space and maybe a nice honeymoon or something. Like I don't know.
You're not one for parties to begin with, really.
Yeah.
You know, so that I can't.
Oh yeah, I don't like parties.
You never like parties. Ever.
Although I try to push myself when there's like little like teacher events and stuff to go be social.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Would you say I have social anxiety? I don't think I have social anxiety, but like I'm shy. Like
I don't because
I try to be more outgoing.
Recently, when like there was an event and you were really like stressing out about it, I started like researching, social anxiety. No, you don't have that. It's the people that were going to be there that were already kind of like you already had experience with them, bad experience with these people, and now you're gonna have to face it. That wasn't social anxiety. That was like legitimate fear. Because you had already had experience with these people. So, but no, because you fought up to like teachers events. You do more, quite frankly, than like I do.
Yeah.
I think I was a little bit more reserved.
I think after high school, like I really like pushed myself. I felt like when I went to college, I was like a new person. Like nobody knew me. Like it's time to be more outgoing. So like I even pick friends that are more outgoing than me because I know they like pull me out. So are you introverts?
Yes, I think I am. I don't know. Are you?
I think I'm a little bit of both. I think naturally I'm more of an introvert, but if I get into a right space and I'm comfortable and stuff, then I can be more extroverted. But I'm definitely not one that's going to be like the life of the party, the loudest person.
Hi, baby.
The loudest person in the room, that's not me. But I can join in the fun and laugh and have conversations and stuff. But I wouldn't say
I think by nature I am an introvert. I think, though, if I go to a certain event and sometimes people I think maybe when I go into a room, my presence alone, I think is powerful. So when people see me, they almost kind of like look to me like to lead like the pack. And it happens over and over again, almost to the point where it's problematic for me because like sometimes I just want to go so unassuming to places. But for whatever reason, I might say one thing, maybe it's the way, my tone of voice, the way I talk, the way I look, I don't know what it is, but people always look to me to be the leader of an event. And I used to step into it more when I was younger for whatever reason, but now I kind of I just want to be part of the crowd, but it just never kind of works out that way. People look to me to lead the crowd. So, but by nature I am introverted, but when I feel like there's an expectation, I can definitely step out of that. But I prefer to remain introverted and reserved, and I'm not one that's going to kind of be the life of the party by any stretch, though at times I have been the life of the party, inadvertently.
I feel like as a teacher, I can't really be introverted. You can't be like, oh, I'm shy, I'm this, I'm that. Like you have to get up in front of a group and be able to talk to students, talk to their parents, talk to other teachers. So I push myself. I think again, naturally I'm introverted, but I know I have to do extroverted type things. So I push myself and I'm praying along as I do it. Oh my God, as I'm sweating, and freaking out.
But at least you do it.
Yeah, I try to just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. Because what if you don't do it? So I can't even imagine if I didn't do something. So I definitely push myself to do something, especially if there's these expectations.
Yeah.
My reputation precedes me.
Okay, I'm never the life of the party though. I'm just part of the party, but I don't want to be the life. I don't want to be all right, let's play, beer pong. I'm the one yelling. Like, I'm not, that's not me at all.
An ambivert area is both, right? Is it? What's an ambivert?
She said, I am the life of the party, total extrovert. See, like, I pick friends like that. I pick friends that are more outgoing, so then they, like, pull me out. But to a point. Because there were some times with my friends where I felt like I was the wet blanket, but then I also felt like I was keeping them grounded because they were doing things to me that weren't safe.
Yeah.
You know, like, I had a friend one time in college, we went to the club, and she wanted to leave the club and go to some hotel party with these guys we met in the club, and I was like, are you out of your mind? Like, you want to go where? With, like, I was like, no. Like, I was like, you know, go and get, like, murdered. I'm like, we don't know these people. Like, go to our hotel. Like, are you kidding? And so, to me, it's like, oh, you're being wet blanket, be adventurous. Like, no, I'm being safe and wise, and you want to get in their car and go with them. Are you insane?
That doesn't faze me. That has never fazed me. I have always been, like, my own person. You were talking about the other day wanting to go to an amusement park before the summer's over and going on roller coaster rides. Like, who as a teenager, like, loved roller coasters? I hated them, and I was never afraid to say I could never be shamed into getting on a roller coaster. I could never, like, come on, you spoiled the fun. Then I spoiled the fun because I'm not stopping anybody else. You go do you, and please let me be me. I never.
So what don't you like? Like, so for me, like, I'm afraid of roller coasters. Like, looking at them, like, oh my gosh. But that's something where I push myself, and then, like, while I'm like dropping and my stomach is in my mouth, I'm like,
that's the part I hate.
Yes, the rush. Like, I like it, but the part I have to push myself to do it, you know, because like me, like, I want to be like, absolutely not, I'm not doing that. I don't like. I'm afraid of that. Like, I'm afraid. Like, but once I push myself, I'm like enjoying myself while I'm like dropping on a roller coaster.
I'm not in school. Try it once with everything. Like, sometimes people will offer food, maybe like deer toes. Okay, like, I'm not eating a deer's toe. Okay, like, I'm just not. And so I am 54 years old now, and I know what I like at this age. So don't say, well, just try high and I don't like it, never tried it. Because I'm 54 and I kind of know what tastes and flavors and things that will turn me off. If I have a deer toe in my mouth, I'm probably going to spit it up, throw it up, or whatever. So
what if
I don't
tastes
have
like chicken?
Then I want chicken. I don't like it tastes just like.
But how did you know you like chicken unless you tried chicken?
Because when I was baby, my mother probably gave me jarred chicken, and so I liked it from there. I'm sorry she didn't give me jarred toes, okay? So I never got to get that flavor in my mouth. But I don't like that, you know, just try, put a little bit on your plate, just try. I don't want to just try. I am 54. I know what I want to try now. And it's not any kind of exotic animals, meats, and all of that. You got to be careful now what you eat and put in your mouth. They're always doing recalls on all kinds of busted food. The simplicity of a bag of frozen cooked shrimp, there was like a recall, like they would name a million different brands of recall, and like we do it all the time. We go in the freezer, we take out the cooked shrimp, put it in the microwave, and put it over some rice, and that's a meal. Like that's the quickest meal. And I'm like, they recalled cooked shrimp. They are recalling everything these days.
When I was in college, my roommate was Jamaican, and she would always bring Jamaican food like back from the weekends, you know, from being home. And she brought in curried goat one time, and it was green, and I tried it, and it was actually really, really good. Curried goat. Girl, you had goat, girl? Curried goat. It was so good. It tasted like chicken.
So then eat the chicken. So like, I don't know, like when people are trying to tempt you to try something and it tastes just like chicken. I like chicken, so then like put a plate of chicken in front of me. Don't give me something that tastes just like chicken, because most likely to me it doesn't taste just like chicken. It's a little off in some way. The texture, the flavor, the smell, something's off. Okay, because it's not chicken. Only a chicken can be a chicken.
See, it said I'm Jamaican. My favorite curry goat. Oxtails. Yes, I tried oxtails. Now I'll eat oxtails. We have this Jamaican spot we like to go to, me and Josh, and sometimes I'll get the peppered steak, but more times than not, I'm getting the oxtail. It's so good. Yeah. Have you tried it yet? No, you won't try oxtail. I'm like, you're missing out. The way they season it, it's so good. It like the meat just falls off the bone. Years ago, I went to someone's house and they offered the oxtail. I never tried it, never wanted to try it. Didn't want to try it when you had it in the refrigerator. I don't know why. What is oxtail from? An ox? Like the tail of the ox, literally. What's an ox? Like, is it like? What's an ox, guys? Is it a cow? No, it's not a cow. Is it a cow? What's an ox? It's an ox. It's not a cow. It's an ox. Is an ox and a cow? I tried a lot of things growing up, but pig's feet. Yeah, I tried pig's feet and I liked it at one point. Now I kind of don't. But I mean, I'm not like opposed to it 100%. If somebody was only serving that, like, I would eat it, but it's not like I'm looking for it. It's like I have a craving for it. It's not like every first of the year I want pig's feet and what was that, white pinto beans or whatever it is, black eyed peas. Nope, I'm not looking for that. I just saw Cash App drop down. Thank you, Alfreda Sells. That's for you, girl. She's buying something off my Amazon store. Thank you. So cute. Thank you. Girl, present time. Oh, the present too inside. Oh, wait. Girl. You said for me. Wait, what was that from? Hold on. Present time, present time. Open the present, see what's inside.
Blue's
Who knows?
Clues.
Girl was asked the crowd, girl.
Oh, I thought.
Girl. Did anybody know that was from Blue's Clues? Like, remember when Steve left and Joe came?
Okay, so no chitlins, Kelsey said. And somebody
Absolutely not.
wants to know what my favorite food is. Let me, oh my gosh, I love sweets. So it would have to probably be
Food.
oh, food. Okay.
Girl. You get your girl, that's the sweets wasn't the assignment, girl. The assignment was food.
Girl,
But you really do eat sweets a lot. What's your favorite
I
food?
do. I'm
That's
thinking
a good
because
question.
you know I think I eat to live, not live to eat. Some people like seriously like wake up. Maybe nowadays like I live to eat. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's like the time of life I'm going through, my age, my like the stress of my life. Like I definitely have more of an appetite than I ever have. It could. I wonder if it's an age thing. You're all in your 50s. Is it like an age thing? Totally, I think it is.
Not having an appetite?
No, having an appetite. Like I don't packing on the pounds. Like in your 50s. Like I've never been so heavy before in my life. And you probably can't tell from this, but when I like the bottom part, like
We definitely go in and out. Like we just
Yeah.
had to retake our driver's license pictures.
oh
and
my god,
they are awful. Both of ours in different
Yeah.
ways. Mine, I look about 200,000 pounds in mine. Like my face takes up the entire square. I look
they're
I
never
look really heavy.
flattering to begin with.
And yours,
Girl.
girl, I don't even know. Like yours, like you
Girl.
try, girl,
I was like,
you.
you complimentary of yours, like you bust
No,
out
girl,
laughing something.
girl. You basically told me I was a heavyweight champ.
No, I
Girl.
didn't.
Yours though, so I only got one shot.
I look
She was like,
insane.
okay, I took off my mask, I smiled, and I was like, and like she took the picture. Yours, I kept like,
They gave you like
they
three.
gave her like 5.
It was a photo
It was
shoot.
a photo shoot in the DMV for
And I
her.
still didn't get it right. It's horrendous.
They're
It's
so
awful.
bad.
Like, I love the one before this, and I love the one even more before the one I had to trade in. I love like the last two, but this I'm stuck with this. Like I'm stuck with
No.
it for 8 years.
I don't even have a neck. It's just my
Yeah.
face. It's like
I said when I take off the
Oh,
weight
it's
and I
so
feel like
bad.
I look better, I'm gonna say I lost it and have to go get it replaced.
we're gonna pay another like $96 for another one. Like I'm like, this is awful. But what's so funny
Yeah.
is that I have to get a new badge for school, and the lady emailed me. She's like, we have to change your badge because you're switching schools and this and that. She's like, can you just send me a picture that you want on your badge? The first badge I had, they took a picture. They put me up against a wall, like just snatched me one day, and I had like this weird outfit on, and they just took my picture, and that was my badge. But she was like, if you want to switch your badge, she's like, just send me a picture. My teacher badge is gonna be sickening. I got to edit some lines out my face and put some detail in my hair, make it shine. Like I
Yeah.
edited my teacher badge picture, and because I got to pick it. But if she were to say come in and take a picture, it probably would look like the DMV picture, like just
Okay.
face on, busted, just busted.
No, all right, so let me speak to Kelsey because
That was
I
my favorite
feel,
photo.
I really feel like that. Like I'm tired of it. I'm tired of like worrying about it. Like I worried about it basically my whole life, like the weight thing. Now I'm in my 50s. It's like it's even worse, and it's almost like out of control, and I can't like rein it back in. I don't know if there's anything I can do. And then don't forget everybody, the MS. Okay, so I'm not mobile. I can't exercise. I can't even simply walk. So it's very very difficult. And so like, what's the gal to do? I don't want to just let it go because I've seen shows my 600-pound life where you could have caught it when you can. I don't want to just let it go forever because I know that it's not good for my health. It's only going to make my illness even more progressed. So I don't want to do that. But it's just it's really difficult.
Is it really
it's
just about
never-
food then? Since it's is it really just about eating healthier?
Spencer's here bugging me.
Do you think, because when we said what's your favorite food, you went straight for the sweets. Not that you sit and just eat sweets all day long, but
Right.
maybe if you just changed your diet.
Absolutely, I'm
They
sure.
say it's 80% diet,
Mhm.
right?
Before my aunt passed away, I remember her telling my mother, because my mother told me that with MS, half the battle is what you eat and change your diet. So I've researched things and I've looked into things about diet, but to me it's just the hardest thing to start. Whereas when I was younger, it really wasn't. I had willpower out of this world. It was almost to the point where I would be shaming everybody else. I don't know why you guys can't push away from the table. It's I never was one to say it was so easy, but I really didn't understand the struggle that everybody had with weight. I just did not, but I understand it now.
Mhm.
It's truly it's a struggle. My body is completely different than it ever was when I was younger, and I'm not my son is getting on my nerves so bad.
Go
He's
upstairs
right
with
there.
doggy.
But it's a struggle, and it's a struggle that I'm not used to. I don't like it, and But I see like other women in their 50s and they don't seem to be struggling. Maybe it's just the way like I'm made up. There's problems.
Oh, there's a flag. Alright. I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
You know I hate this line.
I know.
Guys, we react to
So
the
I don't
flags.
know. Like I know I'm not alone, especially like Kelsey said something here. Who else? Looking at the right, it does. It is hard. Yeah, it definitely has slowed down to nothing. Because things that I used to do was okay. Like even from time to time, like I've kind of like maybe in the last couple of months taken it seriously. Maybe it'll last for maybe 3 weeks to a month, and I definitely will drop the weight. I'll see it in my face, all of that, and then all of a sudden something triggers, and I'm like back eating sweets again, and I can't stop, and it's just it's insane. So I am tired though of stressing about it. Can I enjoy myself in my? I mean, I made it to 50 in my 50s. Like I want to enjoy myself now.
Girl,
But
as you
like,
should.
yeah, but you just never know when I'm gonna be called on to like show up someplace, and then I'll be stressing about that. So I try to keep it under control, but it's more difficult than it ever has been.
And our pictures didn't help.
Yeah.
They were awful.
No. Yep. Go to the gym. Have all of that. Yeah.
But people say like your passport pictures and your license pictures, if they say they're busted anyway. So I'm like, how often do we look at our license picture? You know?
Montel, okay. You know, like men and women, sometimes you can't compare the two. Like, I don't know. Men definitely, you know, get heavier to me when they get older, but I don't know if the struggle is as much as it is with women. So Montel, I don't know about his journey. I do know he has MS. Yeah, and you never know. Is it the keto diet? Is it the Mediterranean diet? Is it Weight Watchers? Like, I mean, you just don't know. There's like so many different diets out here, and I think just eating the right portions, small portions, the right types of food. I don't know about all these different name brand diets because they're so hard to follow. You know, is the paleo one that was like you just strictly eat like caveman food, just meat and vegetables, like back in the day, like the caveman ate or something. I don't know, but it's difficult and it is a struggle.
Yeah, portion control is hard. When
Yeah.
you can only have like a certain amount of something.
Yes, we come in bite. Yep, totally. Seen that, tried that. Right.
Sharon, where do you move to California, right? Is it California? So she said, I think not having a car has helped. Surprising how many calories you burn walking everywhere.
That's so true.
Probably people that live in New York, like New York City, they probably burn calories like crazy walking up and down like the blocks and stuff.
And that is the simplicity of it. If only I could. You know, I would have no problem with that. The weather is nice now, and I seriously would because I would like for a doggy to go out and walk. So definitely I would do that. I simply cannot walk. I have no mobility. Okay, I'm very, very dizzy. The world, I always tell you guys, is always spinning. So for me to leave here and go outside, like, it's like sometimes like we'll go out for ice cream and you guys will be waiting in the car for me. And you see the process, how long it takes me to get from the door to the car.
You did go to IKEA the other day. You went to IKEA.
Yeah, but like you don't know like what's going on in my mind. Like it's a struggle still. You know, I put on a good face and because I'm not one to complain, but it really is rough.
Yeah.
You know, it's very,
But
very
I
rough.
like that you still do it though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I don't give up.
Yeah, because it's hard, but you still can. You know, like you still try. You
I
still
do.
try to, because there are people who like literally like they can't walk, like they're paralyzed or something. Like
Yeah,
so, like you're
I don't want to throw in the towel
you're
because
walking. It's just harder.
I think
you
the
know?
less that I do, the less that I will be able to do. So I don't want to cut off that for me at all. 'Cause like it's bad enough now. Like I really kind of don't drive like I used to at all. Everywhere we go, like I have you drive. And so now to the point where I just really don't want to drive. You know, I get in the car and I'm just like, hey, you want to drive? I don't trust myself anymore to drive. And I think that that's awful because I used to always drive. And the fact that I let that go, now I'm afraid to drive. Everything's intimidating to me. And I'm sorry that I did that. And I'm sure I could turn it around, but I really kind of don't want to. I don't want to drive. And that's too young. I know when my grandmother was, I don't remember her age, but she was quite young when she gave up the ability to drive, and my grandfather drove her everywhere. And
What don't you like about driving? Is it are you busy on the road or?
not at all. Not at all. I don't know. I feel like maybe my instincts won't be quick. I feel like I have to slam on my brakes, or maybe I'm super cautious and it's like get people upset behind me because I am so cautious. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like driving anymore like I used to. So I will send my kids to stores. You know, I have 3 kids. I always have somebody that will go out and get me something, and so I'm not worrying about it now. I wonder if it'll ever come a time where I will be on my own and have to, which I don't want to do that either. So this is, what do they call it, a conundrum girl? I don't know.
These glasses are really sickening. I have to keep looking at them, girl.
Oh,
Okay.
why do I need a huge round of applause?
These are Yaya. Our sponsor, Zebul. Again, our code is good till midnight. Well, 15% off, and then after that is 10%. I feel like I need to switch back to another pair of glasses. Switching back to my Brenda's.
Okay, so Sylvia, did you ever drive? You said you're 30 and you feel the same way. Did you ever drive? Because I'm going to say when you were younger, like 30 to me is like so young, but did you drive? Did you get your license as a
I
teenager?
hope 30 is young.
I know, right, girl?
I'm 28 and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I try to be active, Sharon, like, to an extent. I wish I were more. I was talking to my sister today, and I was saying, I have so much life in me. I want to do so much more.
Don't let him have that.
I'm looking so forward to you setting up your classroom, and there would have been a time like I would have jumped in my own car, meet her over there, be doing all kinds of things in the school, and now I'm just always so careful, so cautious, so afraid to like step out the car, go into the school, and walk on those floors. You know, I'm just, everything makes me feel like I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna like, not too much pass out, but my mobility just simply is not there, and I'm always so cautious at events and places that we go that I think that you probably don't see it, or people that I'm with probably don't see really what's going on in my mind. It's like work to try to look normal to people, and I probably do look normal. However, I'm not like normal in my mind when I'm walking. It's very difficult. So it's just a lot of work to do that. And most of the time, it's just easier just like to stay at home because I'm not trying to do that. It's draining.
Just a pair of my glasses off the table. Hey, why do you have so much energy? You want to say hi to the people? Come here. Come here. Okay. No.
You want to say hi? Yes.
He wants to be chased.
Yes, definitely. No, you're not the only one that gains weight very easily. It's, you know, the genetic makeup.
I don't have the temper to drive. What do you mean? Like, like road rage kind of thing, or? Girl, what glasses are you gonna show?
Okay, so let me see. Which ones? Did I show all the new ones? Yeah.
Oh, geez, Mom.
Oh yeah, these are like different. They look kind of a little bit more decorative. My sister said they look kind of like cat. I see the little detail right here.
Those are Zeke.
Zeke. Oh, everything looks good on there.
Those two, girl. Those are cute. Girl, ew.
I know, when you're a little girl, like, don't say that shit. When people compliment you, you're supposed to say that. You're like, I know. I'm like, you don't say that. You're like, thank you.
Everything was good.
Well, I said, you know, you got to compliment yourself because the world won't. But no, these are cute. Kind of like the detail, it kind of like almost like draws in your eyes a little bit, right? Kind of like blends a little bit.
Did anybody see the new Mayo line that's dropping? Anybody see that? Okay, Doggy's in acting up mode right now.
Yeah.
He has one of your rabbit things.
Do you have?
He wants to be chased.
Yeah, he totally must be chased. I don't even know, like,
Look at him.
oh, he has my rabbit that I made. You know, how did you get that? He's so silly. And he's so playful. He's such a puppy.
Bro's a grown man.
And he can destroy things so quickly.
Alright, I'm gonna let him have it. I'm not chasing him. Spence, can you come get it from him, please?
What's that?
Can you come get what he has?
Yeah.
Okay, oats and honey, I'm on a no-buy. Yeah, that's exactly the line.
I still use Taylor's reverse washing though because it's lit. Renee S says I'm not a fan of the brand. For gay. Wait, is that you said gay? No gay? It's gay? Means why? Why? Gay? I said 4K. We literally just like randomly speak in Spanish in this house, but just like words. Like we'll just like yell out Estados Unidos. Like just like
girl, no, girl, that's all you, girl.
or
No, we don't have a Spanish bone in our body.
what girl else do we say?
You can't tell us that.
Well, I left that today. Like we'll just like say like okay. I keep saying we. Maybe it's just me. Like I'll just randomly just say so. I swear, like so in my classroom, I want to have like a mirror. They're called like affirmation stations, so then we can cut down on all this going to the bathroom and check out your outfit. Like you can check it out right here. There's a nice big mirror on the wall, but it's gonna have like affirmations going around the side. And I kind of wanted them to be in different languages, not just English. So like if it says like you are handsome or you are pretty or you are smart or you are brave or whatever. Like I want it to be in like different languages.
That's
so,
cool.
I thought that'd be
So we
fun.
see a lot of decorating, a lot of ideas, and we're gonna seeing some teaching.
Girl,
and some curriculum.
the school hasn't started yet, girl. I've been going to little curriculum meetings too, girl. That's gonna be all taken
Girl,
care
you
of.
started the conversation about my L. You didn't finish it.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. So Mael. Yeah. So we're gonna be reviewing it, guys. We are going to be reviewing it. It looks cool. It looks cool. So because you guys, well, I don't know if you guys know, but actually you didn't know, but now you know. Well, you might know. But the pomegranate and honey line, I love the mousse and the leave-in. And remember, like a few years ago, I could not get it to work for my long hair, but I love it in my short hair. I love the mousse. For the pomegranate and honey line, I love the leave-in. Love the shampoo and conditioner. Love it. So I'm excited to try their new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See what it is. But y'all not checking for my L, but y'all gonna check for the MADCURLS review though. Y'all gonna check for that, right? Because if you're here for flaves, anybody here for flaves?
Y'all,
Who's here for flaves?
Yeah, so the new lines will be set through a Zoom meet, and like our ages definitely showed because like you wanted to be at the Zoom meet and not have our pictures. You like today, why do you want our picture show so they know MADCURLS is here? Like,
Girl,
no.
you want to be seen? No, okay. So
No,
so
guys.
like we are. There, of course, there's gonna be like a rollout. There's gonna be influencers on. There's gonna be people talking about the line to get the hype around the line. So like we're part of that. We're gonna be doing a review on the line. So we had to go to a Zoom meeting, which actually makes sense to learn about the product. So like, cause we were sitting there like asking questions like, now is it styler? What is this? Da, da, da. So they made sure we knew what we were talking about before we get up there and just start saying anything.
Right.
So we get on there. I would say maybe there was about 20 other influencers on that Zoom call. Nobody had their camera on except the speakers. Nobody. But I was noticing names. Like, I was
Be
like,
a leader, be a
I
leader.
was noticing pictures. I was like, ooh, that influencer. Ooh, I know. I follow her. But like, nobody had their camera on. But you wanted us to sit there. So it was like the speakers with their camera on and then us with our camera on.
What's
and
the
I
sense?
felt so weird. I'm like,
Yeah.
I couldn't say anything to you. I couldn't move my eyes. I felt like I couldn't make faces if they said something, and I was just like, oh, that sounds busted. Like I felt like I couldn't do
It should have been
anything.
a conference call if you didn't
And
want
then-
the pictures to be seen.
And
Like,
then
I
you
didn't
wanted
understand that.
you were like, yeah, let's turn our cameras on and unmute our mic. I'm like, Ma, you go into a Zoom call. First things first, you mute your mic. Like everyone
Okay.
talking at once. Like you wanted to unmute the mic. I'm like, they're not here. This is not a kiki. This is a lesson. Like they're teaching us something. This is not a kiki.
I
like,
cannot stomach anonymity, okay? If it's a Zoom meet and we're there and we're present, well, let's turn on the camera. If that was the case, I could have laid in my bed and not done my hair, okay?
you could have, girl.
Yeah, but no, you told me like don't forget like the meeting's at 1 o'clock. Like get ready. So get ready for what? To be blackened out in a generic.
But girl, I don't
Yeah.
know, guys. What would you have
No.
done if you were sitting on a Zoom call and everyone else's cameras were off?
Mhm.
Would you keep your camera off, or would you be just sitting there with your camera on?
Maybe
Like,
I
what
don't
would you do?
understand the definition of a Zoom call because to me a
But
Zoom
no,
call.
you sat there. You sat in a MADCURLS
Sure
merch
did.
shirt.
Sure did.
MADCURLS going across the front,
Cause
and
we
you
arrived.
and you didn't want to turn the camera off. And I'm like, Mom, you let me seen. I'm like, turn the
It
camera
really
off.
wasn't. To me, I'm 54, and to me, I'm taking leadership. Okay, they invited us to the meeting.
It's busted. See,
It's
this
a
is-
Zoom
There's
meet.
two of us. We have two different ideas
It's a
about
Zoom
things.
meet.
And you wanted the camera on with the
Yes.
MADCURLS shirt. I'm
Yes,
like, Mom.
I would be so embarrassed to sit behind a black screen knowing that we were there. Like, I hate anonymity. Like, why? Like, it's almost like you're embarrassed of, like, not you, but people, like, come out to the light, okay? Why are people so hidden nowadays? Like, hiding behind a black screen, anonymity. Why? Like, why do a Zoom meet? Should have just had a conference call.
And I said, if they did not feel, because, like, I know, like, being a teacher, right, that taught during the pandemic, like the hybrid and stuff, I would be telling people, turn your camera on. I want to make sure you're there. I want to make sure, like, I can see you. Or I would say, you know, camera check. Like, you can have your cameras off. When I say camera check, everyone's camera better pop on. I was like, or everyone has to leave their cameras on. Like, I need to make sure that you're there. So I'm like, you never know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say camera check, and then I need all your cameras to go on. So, but once everyone passes, you can all turn your cameras back off again. But I'm like, they didn't tell us to turn our cameras on, so they didn't seem to be bothered. Like, so
yeah, so
I would have had my camera on.
I think that then that was like the leadership problem. They should have said, because they told everyone to come to a Zoom meet, this was not a teleconference call, like everyone's on the phones, it was Zoom. So why have everybody come to a Zoom meet? Just send out emails then. If you didn't want the people to kind of like support you and give feedback and smile, like look
even
encouraging.
even at the end when they said, hey, who has questions, they said write it in the chat. So they didn't even tell us to unmute and to speak. They didn't want us to speak.
That was their level. That's
they didn't tell us to turn our cameras on or unmute our mics.
Yeah, that comes from the top. I don't know what that was about, but it was a Zoom
But
meet.
it was literally the speaker and us with our cameras on.
It sure
and
was.
I'm just like,
because we were invited to the meeting. It was called a Zoom meeting. It was live teleconference.
I didn't know what to do with my face. Like, I hated it.
Yeah,
I hated it.
That's millennial problem.
I was like, it was a half hour. It was a half hour of uncomfortableness because I'm like, it's the hopefully everybody has the setting on where they zoom in on the speaker. Just the speaker's the biggest picture. I'm like, other than that, it's the speaker in the corner and MADCURLS over here.
No, Sharon, there was no direction whatsoever. So then I have to then take a leadership. Like, because to me, I'm not gonna be sitting here like behind a black screen.
Girl,
I could have been in my room then in my bed.
You could have been, and we could have still have done that.
Yeah.
I would have rather have been like doing stuff in my room and listening
Sharon,
at the same
I wish
time.
there would have been more direction. I wish there would have been like, welcome everybody, please everybody, we're here now. Like, turn the cameras on.
Well, no direction is direction. Everybody else had their camera off, so it was like we were part of the production.
I think because everyone's always so afraid to make a move, so afraid to make steps all the time. Like, I thought, like, I don't know why no one didn't follow the leader, like what we did. To me, it made the most sense that we were in a Zoom meet and we showed our faces. What the heck? Like, why be there if you're not going to show like who's present? Make no
So we could have
sense
said hey and then turned our camera off like everybody else. But like, no, you girl, you didn't put that MADCURL shirt on for nothing, girl.
Because to me, so if our cameras are off, then are the speakers seeing us? Can they see?
No.
So that made no sense to me. That made so you're telling me to sit there with a black screen.
Yeah.
You're speaking to what? What are they speaking to?
They're speaking to the people that are in the room listening.
No, I think to be supportive, have a nice smile on your face, encouraging, nodding your head at times, like act like
my
like you
face
care.
was like.
People are so
I didn't know what to do with my face.
flat affect these days. Like nothing, you can't get anything for people's expressions. Like live, like come to life. To me, it's the oddest thing.
Kayla, we don't have a PO box anymore. No, we don't.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but like we were totally not on the same page, and I think at one point I was just like, hey, and you were like, I know you're uncomfortable. If you want to turn the camera off, you turn the camera off. Like, girl, you got all snippy. And I'm just like, I was so aggravated.
I was took a look at your long face.
Because I was still looking at my face on the screen.
tension.
I was so tense. I hated it.
I can't.
And my eyes, my face, and then my face on the Zoom call. Like I just hate. It was awful. It was terrible.
No, I felt like we were invited to a Zoom meet. They needed some encouragement. I'm there nodding my head, agreeing. Like I'm always the one when you're up in front of the classroom and you have to speak and you're afraid. They always say focusing on one person or one. Focusing on me because I'm smiling, I'm encouraging, I'm acting like I'm caring about what you're saying. I'm the one that people that are afraid to speak need to focus in on because I'm encouraging
Sharon
you.
Johnson, correct. Like if I were them, I would have told everybody to turn their cameras on. Because just being someone that was a teacher who taught online, like I wanted to see everybody's faces. I wanted to see who I was teaching. I wanted to see expressions. Like I wanted to see what people were doing. So
to me, it makes it easier on the speaker.
And they should have said, hey, maybe even to make it more friendly, like, hey, everyone come in. Everyone put your cameras on, but nobody had their camera on.
Yeah.
Nobody had their camera on.
I don't understand that. And to me, it was like so weird because only one. To me, we probably were a distraction because we were there.
And then we were like talking. I'm like, no, wait, what did they say? So like you couldn't hear us, but we were in the screen like.
Yeah, because we're at a Zoom meet, and if more, it's not our fault that nobody else was there. If more people were there, we would have been the least of it. Like we would have been talking like everybody else. We're the only ones that are probably a duo, but other people are there, so we would have been as much as a distraction. The fact that nobody else showed up or they were there, but they chose to blacken out. To me, that is the oddest, weirdest.
But I just don't understand why, because like. Not that we do what the masses do, but like that seemed to be the trend. It was just the speakers who had their cameras on. So why couldn't we turn our cameras off as well?
When you said, she said, or mom said, just because it is doesn't mean it just is. Just because other people do it. I told you, I don't follow everybody else. Like I am my own person. I do my own thing. I am not led by the masses at all. At all. Do you guys do focus groups where you like something new is coming out of the market or a brand is already out there, but they're going to put something else in their line there? And so all through like my 30s and 40s, I would do focus groups, and you go there, and everybody's like so afraid to speak up. Like, you know, it's a focus group. They want your opinion. There's no right or wrong answer. Speak up. Speak up. Like, you know, who wants to lead? Me, because nobody else wants to lead. Like, nobody wants to be the first to speak up.
You would probably be so annoying during a trial, and like you're a jury member. I feel like you would like make it go on and on. I would not be intimidated at all.
Like I would be, if I thought the person was innocent, I would hold my ground. All of this, like being pressured, like they all gang up. I'm sorry. Like,
that would be said, LoriAnne. This super chat is for you, girl. You think many night. LoriAnne, this super chat is for you. You are cracking me up. Come to the light. By the way, I'm 53. I get you.
See, girl, see? There, girl, right there.
Y'all don't
Like,
be encouraging her.
I am not, like, I would be great on the jury. I would not be intimidated at all. Either the prosecution or the defense, they would love me, whoever, because I would stand my ground. Everybody bullying you afterward. We have to go back if you're in, like if you're sequestered or whatever, and nobody speaks to you.
You would be the one that didn't agree with the masses. That, like, you know, y'all can't come out until everybody agrees.
Yeah, I said, then we're all not coming out. They're like, you know, I can't see my kids. I can't see my family. I'm like, well, come to my side then, because I feel, and I always have, as I say, receipts. I always can support like where I'm at. So I'm not just like mousy and just being like ordinary. Is it ordinary? Just to be ordinary. I'm not like I stand. I pick a side and I stand by that and have plenty receipts to support what I say. So I wouldn't be the least bit intimidated by everybody being mad. Can't see my kid, my grandkid, my child was just born. Whatever. Good for you. Good for you. But no, I cannot be sweated because this is somebody's life on the line here. They're going to jail, okay, for the rest of their lives. And I cannot just like, oh, because we want to get out of it. It's hot. They had no air conditioner. I'm like, I don't care. Whatever y'all want to do. No. I have been called to serve. And serve I shall, okay? And serve I shall. So I don't understand that we were called to a meeting. I could have been in my bed resting because y'all know I'm going through a hard time right now. Like I do not want to be up every part of the world these days. But there I was, up dressed to be there.
You did, girl. You had fresh wash and go.
Sure did.
Fresh MADCURLS merch on.
Mm-hmm. And so now I'm going to just stand there behind a camera. Like why? That makes no sense to me. So nope. We were present and I'm like, we're here. Like I know it's two different ages. I know that.
Just know.
Yeah.
It was cringe.
For you.
I like sat there for 30 minutes like.
We're the only ones camera on. We sure were.
And then we got to fight it like, we were looking to turn the camera off, turn the camera off, out of here, I want to turn the camera off so bad.
I cannot stand anonymity. I hate that. You know, you can give your answers. You don't have to put your name to it. I want to put my name to it because I stand by every single word that I say. I do. Because it's well thought out.
How have we lasted like 4 years? How long have we been on this channel since like 2017? How have we lasted? And it's so funny that we're still getting collabs, we're still doing stuff, and we're still working together, and we still get busted from time to time. And that was a busted moment the other day because I was like, I could barely concentrate on what they were saying because I was hating every moment of it. Like I was so uncomfortable.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Yes, y'all. Night is coming through.
Thank you, Valerie.
Who wants anonymity? Who will give more of their opinion if you could be anonymous? That's when I don't give an opinion. I do not like to be anonymous at all. And I'm not thinking that I'm something special. I always say, I don't think I'm better than anybody, and nobody is better than me. Okay, but I just, like, I have a voice, and I'm going to use it, and I don't need to hide behind anonymity. You know, sometimes they feel like they can draw out the opinion. They'll take, like, statistically speaking, everybody said, like, 80% said yes. Don't you want to know the people that said yes, and, like, their makeup and what they're about and their experiences? So if I'm going to say yes, LoriAnne or Wesley, and you can contact me basically right here. Like, don't you want to know why I said yes? I don't like that. Just be anonymous. You know, people are so afraid sometimes to speak up. I can't deal with that. Is the age? Is it the age? I don't know. Spencer, do you have a problem speaking up?
Oh yeah, you can lose your job doing that.
You can lose your job doing what?
Speaking up.
You
say
can?
the wrong thing.
Well, how do you know if it's the wrong thing?
Oh, you know.
It's the way you present it, though. I think.
Oh no, you definitely know.
Okay, so Spencer said it depends on sometimes you lose your job.
Yeah,
speaking
maybe
up.
it depends on what it is.
Like you can kind of feel it out. You will definitely know what you are and are not allowed to.
I mean,
Yeah.
some things need to be spoken on.
Right.
Some things need to be spoken on.
Definitely
Absolutely.
in environments where definitely I've had more to say than the average bear, and it has been frowned upon. And you can feel the tension, or whatever, but like so be it.
Yeah,
you
you know.
like the hero.
No, I ain't the hero. Like it's just that I'm my own person. I'm at a particular event, and something has been questioned. The question has been put forward, and everybody else is just like mousy, like not wanting to answer. Like I'll answer.
Wait, remember
I'll
when we
answer.
went to that event in New York where like that famous like stylist was the one who made, I think she made a brush or something. She was like, she's a stylist. And it was like a fashion show, and then she was coming in to talk about wedding hair and stuff. Do you remember that event?
Yes.
And she asked at the end about questions, and like she was asking people questions. So she would be like, "Okay, you have a question," and they'd be, and like she would put the mic in their face, and they'd be like, you know, yes, da 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 da. She's like, okay, she answered the question. Go to someone, okay, you have a question, yes, okay, you answered the question. Homegirl had a question. Took the mic from the woman and stood up and asked the question.
Yeah. It's my nature, guys. It really is my nature.
Nobody else took the mic. mic. I'm like, just ask your question and move on.
It's called respect. So
Why don't
everybody
you take the mic from the
because
woman?
when everybody else was answering, you could barely hear their voice, and you didn't know. I'm like, who said that? You don't have to worry about who said it when I say it, because it's hand me the mic and I'm standing up high. Like, now I'm going to answer the question. You don't have to. Well, who said it? Like, who said that? Stand up so they can see. Address the room. Okay? I'm answering the question.
This
okay?
is an introvert. See, she's like semi-introvert and then like
answer the
extrovert.
question.
And I don't know if that's extrovert. I don't know what it is, but like you present as an extrovert at times. Like with,
I do.
with this
That's
right
why
here, this is
I
extrovertness.
seriously am a dichotomy of myself, because people don't understand when I say I'm an introvert. I am truly an introvert by nature. Circumstances force me to be that way because I can't take the bare minimum of people. I just simply
Really,
cannot.
you have to ignore me
Yeah.
because like if you don't, like you'd be like me, like at events, like I sit there and I'm just part of the event, and I like, and so like when I go places with you and we're MADCURLS, like you are that person. When there's a question, of course it's gonna bring like the light over here to us. Now we're on camera, and like you stand up with the mic and you know, hi, I'm LoriAnne of MADCURLS.
Yeah.
And like
It's 54 years old. It's
like,
experience, and nothing intimidates.
why must we always be
still,
seen?
If you're still intimidated at this age, then did you live your life? Like, I don't know. Why would you be 54 years old and be afraid of like people? People are looking up to you. Okay, and so as my aunt said, you take power. Okay, power's not given. You take it. All right, and so when I have the opportunity, because maybe sometimes the people that are in leadership, if you go to a brand event or whatever, they're younger than you, so they don't know. They're just gonna go by like, so if they're asking a question and they go to somebody and the first person doesn't stand up, then everybody follows the leader. Nobody stands up because the first person didn't stand up. God forbid you come out of the mold and be your own person and stand up. Why follow the first busted person that didn't stand up because they didn't have enough sense to stand up? So now everybody's struggling. Who's speaking? No, when it's my turn, I'm going to show you how it's done. This is how it's done. This is how you answer a question. Stand up. Make yourself seen, okay? So, all right, so nobody else is struggling. All right, maybe people will follow after that to stand up. All right, that's the proper way to me of answering a question.
Or asking one.
Either
Either way, answer, ask, and you take the mic and you stand up.
You stand up, so people know who's like.
She almost like didn't give it to you. Like it was like because no one else had done it until like she was like, oh, she's gonna take the mic. So it was like almost like a weird like power struggle. Like it's like I'm taking the mic.
Yeah, like hand me the mic, please, because like I don't like she doesn't know the adjustment. She doesn't know like I don't want like anybody don't touch my lips.
Oh my gosh, girl! And then
the way I need to hold
the New
it.
York Fashion Week, you picked the spot on the floor that was right in front of the camera. Like we were in every shot.
Yeah.
We were right there being recorded. I'm again so uncomfortable. I'm like, why are we right in front of the camera?
Because I found a guy there that was generous enough to like he's like, you can sit right here. Okay, like it was in between his legs. Okay, at least I got like I went to the fashion show to see a fashion show. Why am I gonna be way in the back? Okay, and I can't see it. So yes, I was blessed to have somebody like provide a seat for me. Yes, it was right on top of the stage. That to me should have been a gift.
Girl, we were like part of the entertainment.
Then we were.
Like,
they should have had better seating.
Like,
they should have had better seating, okay? Like if you go.
This was you.
Sure, yes, because now I'm gonna take
all
pictures.
On camera.
yeah, because I was there. Yeah, like if you go like on a poor man's budget, us. Okay, then you don't get like prime seats. Like I guess like if you get tickets, like if you're wealthy, whatever, and you go to New York Fashion Week. I always see like the Real Housewives of whatever city we're watching that week. They always seem like to go to these fashion weeks, okay? And they have seating. Not us. We were relegated to the floor, okay? So make the best of it. We're on the floor. We're gonna be on the floor. We're gonna be on the floor on top of the stage. Okay, I'm gonna have the best floor in the room. The best floor in the room.
She's so much.
Mm-hmm.
You're so much.
I know we are.
But
definitely.
like we're busted each in our own like different ways.
Yeah. Totally.
How we've made it work this long, I have no idea.
I know.
Like,
I know. I think we know how far to push. Like yesterday, we had to. Believe it or not, guys. Like I don't know. Like we've been here. We've rented this house. We've told people like we don't own the house. We've rented it. We've rented this house for over 20 years, and now the woman that we rented from now she wants to sell it. Like what a blind side. Okay.
Yeah.
Total, complete, utter. Like
So
that's everything.
That's something else, guys. Like. Remember when we first started the channel, you guys thought we were like all perfect and this and that and like bustedness. And then we had that, was it December of 2017, like the breakdown on live, and then we actually like shared our lives like at that point and what was going on, and it's basically just been busted ever since. And so it almost seems like sometimes like the waters just kind of get calm, but that can't be our life. Like something has to come and shake it up. So
yeah.
I'm starting like a new job, first year teacher, like that's where like 100% of like my mind is right now. And like we've never moved. Like, yeah, we've been renting this place. We've lived here for 20 years, and now this lady wants to sell it, and it's just like, what does that look like? That looks like people coming in, taking pictures of the place, people walking in and out, seeing if they want to buy it, us finding a new place to live. Do we stay together? Do we all separate? Like, it's just on top of everything else that you're going on in your personal life, my personal life. Now the house is
They
and it's
said
just
the 3 worst things you can go through
a lot.
is a death, a divorce, and they said selling a house. And I got 2 of the major things. So I am like stressed to the max.
These are Brenda. Sorry, this frame is Brenda.
Yeah, somebody asked.
Yeah, it's in the description box. These are Brenda.
And so yesterday you knew like I was at like at the end, like I just had no more to give. So we had this grandiose idea of like just to tidy up, make sure everything looked nice, and I simply did not have it in me. I came downstairs, I made breakfast, and I just had a.
I think because we got the news maybe a month ago.
Right.
And it seemed like she was moving fast, but then we didn't hear anything else. And it's almost like we forgot. Like, we lulled ourselves into I don't know what. Like, we just... She mentioned it. She brought somebody over here, like a realtor or whatever. And then we hadn't heard from them for weeks. So I think we forgot about it. And then we got a text like, hey, someone's coming over to take pictures of the property. And we're like, wow, this is still really happening. And I think it hit us like a train again. And, like, you just basically took to your deathbed. You couldn't handle it. And, like, I understood that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, we pick our battles. And so, like, we
Right.
knew the person was coming over. This whole house needed to be cleaned. And so, like, I did it. I was like, just so they could come and, like, take pictures of it. I made it look presentable because, like, I knew, like, mentally, even probably physically, like, you couldn't do it. And you just, physically probably would have been hard, but then, like, having not being all the way there mentally just because of everything that was going on, like, I knew that was, like, a lot on you. And so you just disappeared to your room, and I just left you there.
Yeah.
And, like, I did
and
it.
even, like, at night, like, I've asked you and Doggy, like, the last couple of nights, I'm like, I really need someone to sleep with me, because, like, I've really been struggling, and it's just, like, a lot of, like, dark hours, like, by yourself, and it's just constantly thinking, and it's, like, more than I can handle. It's just, like, I'm overthinking things. So when I bring you guys in and we watch something crazy like 90 Day Fiancé or whatever, and, like, I can just kind of, like exit out of my life for a couple of minutes, and just a distraction of you guys. But it's really been support, like, the last 2 nights, because, like, I like my space, like you know how we redid our rooms and all that. I love my space. I love going into my room and, like, being alone. But the last couple of nights, it's been really rough. I think the reminder again that we have got to get out. Like, and we've been looking at the different, say, like, what is it, rental, what is it, rent laws, or when I get nervous, like, I lose my ability to think. Y'all know MS. But renting in Connecticut, landlord, and, like, where the renters. And so, like, there's certain laws, like, you can't just, like, come in and push people out. So initially when it was presented to us, it was, you know, I know that she's going through a lot as well. And so she has to sell it for a particular reason, and it was just like basically she almost kind of like made us think, like, I read up on it and I only have to give you like 30 days notice or something. To me, that was just beyond the pale. To me,
like,
after
what?
20 years, seriously, to blindside somebody and say, you know, legally, I'm like, okay, this makes no sense to me. So then I started, like, doing my own research, going to Google, all of that, the way I always do my own research. And I'm like, no, like, you really customarily are allowed to, like, finish out your lease unless, like, there's deals made. They said there might be, like, keys for cash, like, if you want the keys to the house, like you give the people, like, there has to be some sort of a deal that's, like, palatable to both sides. So all of this kind of bogarting, I only have to give you 60 days and you're out, 30 days and you're out, like, yes, no.
So, like, it's really good that we're even sitting here tonight. Like, you know, we had a sponsor, and, like sometimes, like, when we don't have sponsors, like, it's hard to, like, get, like, the impetus to kind of, like, get on live and be our personality. We're having a great night tonight. Like, I'm having fun. Like, this is fun. But today we actually had people coming into the house to take pictures of it, and we're like, I feel like when people are selling property, like, it's vacant. So, like, our landlady, she owns this house that we live in, and then another one that just got vacant. So that one's empty. So they were in there taking pictures of an empty house, which I feel like is normal. This one, there's people in here. There's decor in here. There's photos in here. There's people's beds and couches and just lives. And I'm like, that's so weird that our house is being photographed and it's going to be put on the internet.
And
like,
it's personal. I
it's
said,
personal.
you're starting
It's weird.
as a teacher in the district. I said, I'm going through a divorce, and I did not want the contents of this house out for public display, so anybody to, like, look at and see what I got and, you know, what it's worth. Like, it's nobody's business. I don't want that, because I said I'm going through a divorce, and I do not want the contents of this house online someplace. And then strictly nosy people, you know, always want to know what the inside it looked like of Wesley's house, you know, just nosy. So I just felt very uncomfortable. It felt very intrusive to have this photo shoot of the house, and I said, there's nothing to photograph. Every space is occupied.
Yeah.
Every space in this house. There's no
I said,
free space.
Thinking about it, it's overwhelming. It's a lot.
Mhm.
Personally, like I mean, but I said when you really think about it, like, we have lived here for 20 years. We have outgrown this house. It would be nice to have a new, fresh space. But I think just getting that new, fresh space, the whole process, the moving, the money, the just all of it, finding the place is the stressful part. But I said once we get it and we settle in, I'm like, I'm sure it will be nice and it'll be something fresh, it'll be something new. But just getting there.
So
That's gonna be
Kelsey
a lot.
said we could put our tenants out after a 30-day notice. Yeah, like I don't know which state you live in and all of that, and I read that and I understand like maybe possibly like where you're coming from, but that's simply just not true. Like blanket statement, like you could just put people out for 30 days. Absolutely not. Like I can't buy that. If you were my landlady, I'm like, that sounds good for you. I'm sure that's what you think, but it's not necessarily the case at all. And like going through court and the process and the nonsense.
She's in New Jersey. Maybe that's in their lease, or is this in their lease?
Maybe it's in their lease. Like, it's not in
Not
ours.
ours.
Yeah, ours was very, very casual, right from the start. Like for 20 years, first it was every I think year, and then it went to like every 2 years, and then it kind of like went back to every year. But it's just been very casual, basics like the address, where we're at, what was in the lease, like what we came in here with, the wash machine, refrigerator, so basic, and it's just kind of like the way we carried out for
Yeah,
like
it was in
20
their
years.
lease.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's so, even going forward, if we decide to rent it, that's something to look for in a lease.
Totally.
Like 30 days, that
Yeah.
is no time
Yeah,
to
not at
find
all.
a new spot.
Or
like
even
what?
in our lease where they said, look in your lease to see if you are, like, because I was getting so uncomfortable with the idea of this whole thing. I said, do we have to? Like, I know that you cannot, like, stop somebody from selling property, but do you have to have people parading through doing photo shoots and stuff? No, you really do not have to do that. They said, but, like, check your lease. Well, we don't have a lease, like, speaking to that. So I felt like it was an infringement on my privacy, but when I really thought about it, I mean, maybe I was just nervous and just like looking for an excuse.
The
not to-
photographer was nice. I think she
Very,
calmed us down a little
very,
bit. Like
yeah.
we were
But she was
nervous.
just like, this is just a
she
job.
was nice.
I don't care what y'all want. If you don't want to show nothing, that's fine with me. Like she really, like I like that attitude. She wasn't like so direct. I'm sorry, out the way. You know, I need to take pictures. Like she wasn't like that. She really respected the fact that this was our place. And we were kind of like, we really didn't want to allow things photographed. And she's like, works for me. You know, this is just a job for me. It was Friday, and I want to get out of here early. And so she really didn't care, and I liked that attitude. So it made me kind of like back up and say, let me not like give this woman a hard time. Like I don't have nothing of value in this house that like it's gonna like harm me in court anyway.
Yeah.
So, but it's extremely stressful. And people, you really have to kind of like research what your rights are. People will make you believe that they have all the say and you have none to say. No, we don't own the property, but we definitely have lived here for a substantial length of time, and you have to get there's 4 like adults here with lives and everything. You have to give people time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come on, like be humane. And if they don't know how to be, I'm gonna show them how to be. You know.
Yeah, that's something else we're dealing with,
Mhm.
thrown into the mix. And I'm just like, I thought of
And-
everything else.
Connecticut, Fairfield County, astronomical. Like I'm sure other parts of the country are, but this is the rents here are astronomical.
Crazy for
Yeah.
nothing. Like a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, like
Yeah.
1,800 a month. Like it's just 2,700 a month. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's outrageous. The prices. So
Yeah.
Kimberly Jowers, I 1,000% believe that. She says God has you guys. That's what I said. I was like, you know, He got us through
Mhm.
everything else. I'm like, this is just something else. I'm like, we're gonna learn. This is gonna be something new. Now after this, we'll be able to say we know how to find a house or an apartment or whatever. We've never done this before. So
Right.
once we get through it, we'll never be able to say that again. Yeah.
But like I've learned so much going through like this whole divorce process. So Kelsey just said the tenants read and signed it, and I'm sure that they did. And I read and signed a lot of things too, or appear to read, and you just kind of like want to sign. Even sometimes like when you want to take out a credit card at a store, you don't really realize like when you're reading. Sometimes I go flipping through it, or if you get a new like phone, you go flipping through Verizon's contract, whatever, because you just kind of like think you know how to work a phone. You just want the phone, so you signing things. When I really learned my lesson was when we got Doggy, and we wanted him so bad, and I had like a little bit of a savings at that point, and we wanted him, but I think I tried for like something called an easy plan, where you would make payments, at the time it was like twice a month. I had no idea. Doggy was $3,000 at the time, and by the time I read the contract, once I like left the place and got in the car with all the paperwork, I started reading it. And I kept looking for the first bill to come about. But I think it was going to be like $150 twice a month. I can't even imagine being locked into something like that now. But twice a month, $150. And I signed on the dotted line because he was so cute. It was like the moment we were getting the cage, the food, the toys, all that. Like I was so excited. And I kept going to the store because we kept buying toys. I kept going there, and finally one day I spoke up and I'm like, it's been like, we got them I think in June 12th, and by August I still hadn't gotten the first bill. So I said, I'm still like waiting for the bill. They went into the back, and when they came back, you could see the expression on their face. They were like horror struck. Like they were like, oh my God, this woman made out here with our $3,000 golden doodle, and there was like no like paper trail. Like they forgot to press the button and send me the contract. I literally could have just been like, screw y'all, goodbye. So they almost kind of like started being intimidating at that point. They're like, you have to sign here. You have to sign here. And I'm like, I don't have to do anything. I said, it's your mistake. I said, I want to read this now because I want to know exactly what I signed back then. And I said, the fact that you didn't put it through, that is not my problem. I said, I need to read it. They were livid. They were unhelpful at that point. They didn't care what dog toy I want. They didn't care nothing about dog. They were furious. So, but I didn't care because at this point I felt like once I started like adding it up, a $3,000 dog would cost me $9,000 after I finished paying 2 years later, $9,000 because I don't know, it was like some loan shark business. I don't know what it was, but I was not having any of it. So I went and I read the contract, and there was no way out for like for the buyer, but the other side had like all kinds of things, like what you were going to do, how you were going to do it. Couldn't be like an hour late. I mean, it was insane. So I called up the shop and I said, hi, I said, this is like the woman that got the golden doodle and you all put the paperwork through. I said, I have no intentions of like walking off with the dog. I said, because I like your store and I like buying his toys and things there. I said, but you are not going to strong arm me into signing this contract. I said, I will come tomorrow with cash. I said, or at my next earliest convenience, because again, I'm always like cognizant of my MS and my ability to walk, mobility, tired, whatever. And you know, because you gotta come tomorrow, because like basically they're trying, they didn't say it, but they're trying to say like, we're gonna get the law involved. Get the law involved all you want to, because y'all made the mistake, not me. So I had no intentions of walking off with that dog. I would be scared. I'd be always looking over my shoulder. I'd be scared to death. And as much as we love him, and as much as he's always online, and they already knew like we had a YouTube channel, it could have been the messiest thing. But I did know that they were the ones that made the mistake, and they were not going to intimidate me, lie, try to act like I'm, you know, like we stole the dog, like you were in trouble, like we're gonna get the law involved because you guys were the one. I did not have to sign. I seriously, really pulled down the shingle, did not sign. They would have been dumb because they would have been out of that $3,000. But I went in there, but I said, I'm paying cash, period. They did not really want me to pay cash. They wanted all that interest. They wanted $9,000 for that dog, and I said, absolutely not. I said, I'm paying for what he's worth. I said, he's $3,000, and I'm coming tomorrow. I think that first I put down $500, and then took out the rest on that easy loan shark plan. Had no idea, and signed the dotted lines and wanted it so bad. Had no idea really what I was reading and signing, but I since learned that was a learning lesson. So the next day I went in with $2,500 in cash. Paid for doggy, and that was it. That's what he was worth. That's what the price tag on him was, and that's what I paid. All of this easy plan and all that, heck no. I think they bank on people being so desperate.
Yeah. Feeling
like they don't have good credit. You want something so bad, and you'll sign your life away. You will, because you just don't know. You don't read enough. And that was a learning lesson to me. I said, $9,000? Are you kidding me? I mean, we love him to death. Is he $9,000?
Sometimes we like hold him up on the counter to see how small he is. We're like, this is all we get for $3,000.
That's it.
All right, ad time. Our sponsor tonight, Zeal. Thank you so much for sponsoring our MADCURLS live stream. We always have a good time when Zeal's the sponsor.
Right,
Even though I think the last 3 times we've cried on live stream.
Zeal gets more and more of our life, right? In our business. So this is like the original I loved like way back when.
Oh, the Harrell. I brought my Harrell too.
I thought I had red, but I didn't.
These are Brenda.
I love these.
I've been wearing this whole time. Oh my gosh, I look weird without glasses now. I like with my outfit tonight. So those are Brenda. Wait, these are Brenda. Yours are Harrell. I brought my Harrell down too. Wait, did I bring my red ones?
I wanted to have red. I thought I had red, but I didn't have red.
Oh, did I not bring my red? I don't think I brought my red. Okay, but I have the green too. But they come in dark red. But these are Harrell. These are one of our favorite.
That should be like our photo for the video.
Okay. This one is over. I have to scroll through and find it. So these are Harrell. What else? What else? Oh, the Jerry's, the clear ones that we showed before. Gerry. Again, these are blue light, and you can get them prescription. Really great quality. So these are Jerry.
Thank you, Miss Bohemian said definitely like don't like people like to say any old thing because age,
Yeah, I forgot
disability,
about
all that comes into play. So it gives us like negotiating power. But like we're not having a hard time now. But just if it ever is in the forefront again about like it's time to move and all that. Like we understand that the lease we had literally just signed the lease and it's probably up I think at the end of April. So that's where I'm kind of like settling. I'm like, okay, we have to move. We have to like we'll have Christmas and all that.
We have till
But,
April.
Yeah, we have till April, and I don't understand. I don't know if she understands that yet. But I'm not panicking yet because like we gotta put the property on the market first and see what happens. So I'm not panicking yet. First sell it, and then I'll worry about it. Then when they start saying, okay, y'all gotta get out like in 30 days, 'cause that can't happen. Okay.
These are called Harvey. I've shown these on live stream before, but these are called Harvey. They're metal. They have black. They have this black kind of like cat detail here, but they're gold. And these are cute. So Zilu said, in light of the live stream, we decided to make code MADCURLS for 15% off until 2 a.m. And then it will be 10%. So they extended it for another 2 hours. So until 2 a.m. now, you can get 50% off your order.
Okay.
Okay,
Which ones are these?
Oh, okay. Those
And they
are.
come in.
Hold on. I feel like those are called Bogar. Are those Bogar?
They come in green as well.
Wait, are those on my list? Bogar. They might not be on the list because they might be sold out.
Alright.
I have to go check the website.
Is Zilu present?
They are present.
Okay. Which ones are these, Zilu?
Those are Bogar.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, I know
I
they're
thought you were.
Bogar.
Oh, those are cute.
But they didn't send a link for those. So.
Okay. I like those pink ones. They're right there.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, those are Bogar. These are
Girl,
Bogar.
looking so good at this.
Bogar. I know, right?
Oh, and see, and they had them in the stripe at one point.
In the stripe as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are called Bogar.
Yes. So the stripe. Those are the ones that kind of. But then these came in stripe, and these are so cute. I wonder if I would like these in stripe as well.
Well, those would be bigger.
They would
Maybe that's what we were thinking of, and then we saw those, and we thought those were
Yes.
those. But I like this size.
Yeah, I do totally. But I do like the shape of these.
Those are cute. So those are called Bogar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, yes, Lauren. Yeah. See.
Okay. You're doing good. This channel doesn't work out for you, girl. You can have some part-time work with you.
Girl. Oh, where are the ones that I thought were for her? These ones. So these were Alfred that I thought were for me, and I was like, oh, these are cute, and they weren't for me. And then I love these.
I love these.
These are Yaya. Perfect, like gold metal glasses. I love these.
Yeah. Yeah, just like some
Oh my god. Oh, there's a bug. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I love these. I like the lightness of the what's it called? The turtle.
Tortoise.
Tortoise.
Turtle.
The tortoise. Yeah, I like that.
Or let that thing sizzle near me.
Yeah.
I need to get my.
We're not allowed to scream.
How do you guys
wondering.
kill bugs? Do you kill them with Windex? I do.
It does, and it works.
It does. You zap them with Windex and they fall.
We carried on so much last week. I don't know. They just kept coming in. We don't know where they were coming in at and why they were coming in. And we carried on so much. We think we scared Doggy half to death because we just really have a peaceful house. Never anything out of the ordinary. No yelling, no screaming, no fighting, no nothing like that. He just lives in peace. That day, me and Taylor acted a fool. Running, screaming at the top of our voice because, like, they were like zeroing in.
We were like
on
joking.
We were joking, but we were like kind of terrified. And like the ugliest flies, you know, like just big beady red eyes and just big meaty flies, gross. And we carried on so much. We don't know if we gave Doggy, what was it called, like
colitis, but like acute.
Like because after that, like the next 3 or 4 days, he was not the same. His stomach was not the same. He had problems with digestion. We're like, did we scare him that much? That day, he was afraid to eat. He wouldn't go near his bowl because Tay kept having that towel and like slapping the where the fly was, and then like she said like her fake Spanish, and then she said, "Spanish Unidos," and she slammed the fly, and we were hysterically laughing. Like Doggy, we had no idea like probably what he was going through, and he was petrified to the point where he had colitis, like acute colitis for the next 3 or 4 days, and we're like, did we scare him that much?
Yeah.
You know, that.
Because I mean, like you said, the house is peaceful. Like we don't yell. Like we were really like yelling and running with dish towels, like killing flies. Like there were literally like 5 flies in the house. We didn't know where they came from, and we were running and trying to kill them. And like Doggy was not having it.
Yeah. And every time we think like it was done, then we hear another one. I'm like, okay, we hear it, it's coming somewhere, and then we see it coming zeroing in on the landing strip. We're like, oh my gosh, and we start all over again. So yeah, so we had doctor's appointments. We were gonna like have his stool sample test, all of that, but he kind of like worked it out.
Yeah,
Maybe
it turned
because
itself around
yeah, it did turn itself around.
after like 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Okay.
gonna
Just gonna stand
casually
like
sit here with my Windex,
that. Okay.
just in case. Y'all don't mind me.
Okay. Steve,
Oh, so let me see. Is it Hannah Rides? Hannah, thank you. She sent a Cash App
Oh,
for my teaching. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Nicole asked, and somebody else asked, do they do bifocal? Zelo, do they do bifocal?
She said no.
No?
Sorry, not she. They said no.
Okay.
They said no. Yeah. Thank you so much. I also mentioned that I did link my Amazon classroom wish list in this description box of this video as well. If you guys want to check that out and let us know a little classy classroom in Turin. So I'll have 5 classes of like 20-something kids.
Wow.
I know, because teachers have really cute ideas for different things, like birthdays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to try to do that kind of stuff, but it's a lot of kids. Now
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have like 120 kids.
It's too
It's a lot,
bad.
Turin.
Like, I'm not saying that they have to do. It's too bad that they don't get any sort of an allowance whatsoever. Did they ever? Anyone that was a teacher at one point where they kind of supported that financially for teachers to decorate their classroom? I don't think they support it at all.
I mean,
period
we
now,
get
right?
things like paper and pencils and highlighters and expo markers and stuff, but. I teach 6th grade. 6th grade math and science. So I teach one class. I'll be teaching one class of math, 6th grade general math, and then I'll be teaching 4 classes of science. So I'm basically a science teacher, but science and math.
And just think we knew her when, guys, when she didn't have a classroom. And she didn't teach. No, she was a teacher.
Is it Nicia? Nicia Williams? Hey. She's a new subscriber. She's already having fun.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Everybody remain
Oh,
calm.
here she goes. Who else is midnight? Did you get it?
I sprayed it.
Yeah,
He's-
heard the last zizzle.
It's been weekend.
It happens like that. Happens just like that.
It's been weekend.
Who else is new? Step forward. Like my sister saying welcome. She's the welcoming committee. And Angela saying welcome. Oh, y'all so nice. We love the MADCURLS fam. So. Queen Bee flashbacks, right, God?
No,
Remember
that I've never seen a bug like that before or since.
The Queen Bee, we
Yeah.
were all talking crap that night, remember? And then all of a sudden, I mean,
That big, enormous bug just came out. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, we really were talking. We were talking about
Oh,
Queenie. Talk about
there's Saint
Queenie.
Kiss. Has she sent anything before that? But thank you so much for what you sent in the mail. Hey, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. We were saying earlier, if you go to playback, we were saying that, you know, you do come forward, come through for us quite a bit. Like, you really do support the channel. And so we really appreciate that. We'd always see it's like it was coming in the mail, and we were just like, who is this person? And then just like, wow. So you definitely do it quite often, and you support us financially on the channel.
Thank
we
you so
appreciate that.
much. But it's
Thank
going
you.
good. So literally, my porch and my living room area is housing my classroom decor and stuff. I can't get into my room yet. I said once I get like the green light. Some teachers have said like sometimes you can't get in until like the week before school. I am praying like I don't have like that microscopic bit of a window, but if I do, it's literally like hitting the ground running, like getting in there. I'm trying to do as much as I can, like as far as laminating and cutting and this and that, so I can just get in there and start putting stuff up. But it's going good. Getting the stuff I need, it's going good. But I find myself like not sleeping at night because I'm just nervous at like the window of time I'm going to have to like move stuff in.
Like, what's the scariest
you know?
part to you? Like, what to you is the biggest hurdle that you have to get by?
Getting the stuff into the room. So
Okay.
I don't want to say I went overboard, but there were things that I wanted to switch. Like I did want a new desk, and I did buy new shelves, and I did buy new bookcases, and I found it all on Facebook Marketplace, like super cheap. So there are big pieces being moved into the room. I'm on the 2nd floor, and so it's just making sure I have that help to get it in there, and then to get it all organized. There's so much. There's like doing the bulletin boards, and then there's doing the whiteboard, and then it's doing the string lights, and then there's so much I want to do with my room. it's just doing it all. And I still need to get in there and kind of organize from like the previous teachers that were in there. I have so much storage. I have so many cabinets, and they're all filled to the brim with stuff, and some stuff just needs to be tossed out. Like I have magazines from like 2009 in there. Like there's stuff that needs to go, and it's just getting in there to organize it. And so I think it'll all be fine in the end. But you guys will get a YouTube video. You will be able to see my classroom and like the whole setup. I'm definitely going to show you guys. But I just have all the stuff, but nothing is in the room yet because they haven't cleaned it. And I think my room is being used for summer school, and so I didn't want to put anything in there.
Make light work.
Yeah. And people's stuff goes missing sometimes. Like a teacher was like, "Oh, they brought my table back." I'm like, "Where'd it go?" They're like, "Oh, someone took it." So like I don't want none of my stuff taken or moved around while the custodians are cleaning and stuff. So I don't have anything in my room yet. Nothing is in there yet, but it's coming along. I'm ordering stuff. Stuff's coming in the mail.
I know, like, I never knew about Facebook Marketplace as much as, like, I love Facebook and consider myself the Facebook queen, so to speak. But I never knew. I mean, just for fun last night, I just started putting in, because, like, I like Pottery Barn stuff. Not that I have an ounce of Pottery Barn furniture here, but I like their bedding and stuff. But there was, like, beautiful furniture. They seriously have things on there, like the bookcases that were like $5.99 each. They're on there like 2 for $50, and like maybe the worst that could be wrong with them, maybe the top of it might have like smoke damage from maybe somebody putting a candle there. But I mean, 2 for $50.
Facebook Marketplace is a gem.
Yeah.
There were these two. What is it? That's like, I think it's like a 2x4, but there's like 2, 4, 6, 8. There's like 8 square. It's like called a Calyx. It's from IKEA. It's like this huge cube storage that has like 8 cubes in it. It sells for like $79 each on IKEA, and this lady was selling 2 for $50, and I'm like, because I wanted them, and I was gonna buy them from IKEA, even though that was expensive, but I was gonna do it, but like I got hooked on Facebook Marketplace. I found an IKEA desk I wanted that was $3.99 in IKEA. I think what the lady sold it, I think, was for $50, and I bought a $300 desk for $50. Like it. I
know the prices are incredible.
Like, I'm like, what?
People just want to get rid of stuff. They don't want the hassle. Like we did, like the 1-800 junk. And I mean, the prices are unbelievable.
User doesn't etch your name in it, right? I'm getting a sticker.
Yeah.
Taylor Wesley.
Yeah.
Taylor Wesley.
Do you have to share with the other teachers?
How do you share a desk? Like, that's it. But yeah, no, especially those people who have been like sending like money and buying from my Amazon store and stuff. Like I want you to see like, how I'm using the stuff that you sent like in the classroom. Like I think something Sharon Johnson sent. She got me my mouse pad for like my mouse for my computer. It's like black and white and it's polka dot on it. Like that'll be right on my desk for my little mouse.
And then the excitement of you like getting the packages, and then like I'm sitting there watching you open it, and it's just so I've never seen like that much enthusiasm, and you actually knowing that you have to buy stuff and like buying stuff. You really don't like to buy, and you really have been just like rapid fire, like buying things because you need things, and just like the vision of how like you just picture like it's like students first. You're thinking of like what the students can do, what it was like for you, in the classroom, like the idea of the affirmation mirror, like like that way they don't have to leave the classroom, like be in the bathroom, like printing in the front of the mirror, like there will be a mirror right here,
and then I'll have like little affirmations on the sides. They can
cute.
read like, "No, you're smart. You can do this. I believe in you. Like, you're busted. Like, but you ain't." Like, oh my gosh! But I'm still thinking like maybe I'll have the kids help me. But I said in my class I want to have callbacks. Like, so it's not like, all right, like, everyone stop talking, like, I'm ready to teach, but, like, you do, like, a callback. So if I said, like, to the window, and they would say to the wall, like, they would know, like, once they said to the wall, then they would stop talking, and, like, their eyes are on me. So they're called callbacks. And I'm like, what are some fun ones that people do? You say something, and the students say something, and they know, like, once they're done saying it, like, you're trying to get their attention, and they stop talking, and they look at you. So I was like, maybe I should, like, that's something I should do with them. Like, what are some fun callbacks we can do in the room instead of me saying, all right, stop talking, I'm ready to get started, this and that. You just do something fun, and they say something fun, and then you get the class started like that.
Miss Bohemian, and this is your child, because, like, she said that today, she's like that. She's an addict of good deals. That is so you. I'm like, no, you are not my child.
It's addicting. I find myself just scrolling. I can't stop scrolling on Facebook Marketplace. And then it's like the thrill of the deal. So, like, I think it was these shelves that I wanted. The lady was selling them for $50, and she didn't respond. And I'm like, I know these are popular. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go up. I'm going to give her 60 for them. And I got 60. And then she responded to me because she liked it the 60 because I was like, I got 60 for you. Like, if you're asking for 50, I'm going to give you 60. And, like, I got the shelf. Like, it's all, like, it's like a high. Like, I'm obsessed. I gotta stop.
Oh, that's good. So if I said, we say 123 eyes on me. That's cute.
123 eyes on me.
Yes, she does. Andrea, the laminator, right? Have
I
you tried it
did.
yet?
No, I haven't because I need to
Okay.
go to Staples and print out. So, again, like I'm indecisive. So I know I want like modern kind of greenery in my room, and I've been looking on Teachers Pay Teachers for like a bundle that I can get, and so I'm stuck on these 3 bundles. I think I actually pulled the trigger on a bundle today though, because the bundles were like 30 each, and I'm like, I'm not buying all 3 of these for $30. Like, I'm not doing that. So I had to pick one. But now that I've printed it, now I need to or picked it, I need to go print it at Staples. So no, I have not used my laminator yet, but
And
I did buy
said
one.
we can use it. Our driver's licenses are so horrible. I said let's like cut out better pictures of ourselves and glue our faces on the horrible ones.
And
I
then
said,
laminate, girl.
Can you imagine being pulled over
Yeah.
and us showing that they would be like, you're under arrest,
Yeah.
because it would just look so crazy.
It's so, I mean, there's so many ideas I have in the room. Like, there's this wall. I really want to make it a grass wall, but you know how expensive grass walls are?
No.
They give you like, so a grass piece, like 20 by 20, they could give you like 6 of those, right? For like $70. Like, I need a whole lot more than 6,
Yeah.
20 by 20. And so I'm like, this is an expensive venture, but there's one wall that, because if my room is greenery, I would love to just make it an artificial grass wall. I want to do that so bad, but I can't bring myself to spend that money
So
on
Kayla,
artificial grass.
Christine said, can you do a classroom decorating blog? Like, you're totally going to show
Yeah,
people.
no,
like,
I'm
right?
definitely going to.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like as we're talking about, like she probably said that like in the beginning when you started
Yeah.
talking.
I mean,
About
remember I think I've said it like in a few of our lives, like I can't get into TikTok, but I'm actually part of Teacher TikTok. So my niche on TikTok is being part of Teacher TikTok. So I have been doing hauls and like showing different things that I've been buying. All that's going down on TikTok. It's TaylorAnne on TikTok, but like I'm part of Teachers of TikTok, girl. And it's so fun. It's such a fun community of teachers, and like we're all just like showing what we got and like
That's
different
so cute.
tips and tricks, and so that's where a lot of that content is. Like my teacher stuff is on TikTok. So
I like the fact that like the MADCURLS fam has been with us for the entire journey, so they know the ups and downs, and they can really appreciate where you're at now in life, because we came out here, they all knew like you. I don't know if you all knew, but she is, you know, a certified teacher, and maybe like some people might have had strong opinions or judge like, you know, why like you have like this gift, there's so many teachers that are needed, and like you're on like YouTube, but like I think everybody has to do things at their own pace in their own time, and so it took you a while like to do that. I think at first when you graduated you were nervous, you know, because teaching, like I noticed like with Spencer when he was in college and he came out with the psychology degree, like everybody goes in for psychology, it seems like, what can you do with that? Like he barely
He's
did
a
a field
psychologist?
placement. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not at all. Not
No?
when you come out with a psychology degree at all. No, you can't. No, because what do you do with that?
What
you
you
have
need-
so much more education behind that.
okay,
Who you
and
gotta be-
experience.
And experience. I don't know about
yeah.
experience. Yeah, I'm sure, but yeah, with the psychology degree, what can you do with that? You know, I don't know, but he couldn't do much with it, so that's why he decided to go into the military, and then he got a lot more. Shall we say, like user friendly? Like he learned IT in the Army, and then that's kind of like what his focus is now. So now he's going back to school, starting in a few weeks. Basically, you're starting teaching. He's gonna go back for his master's in that IT area, whatever, because that's kind of like where he developed that in that area. So I like the fact that we were on here, and you weren't a teacher, though you were a teacher, but you didn't teach in the classroom, and now they're seeing like how this whole thing is evolving.
Yeah.
And in life, you have to really kind of do things at your own pace.
Mm-hmm. No, really, it was like at my own pace because I graduated in 2016.
Yeah.
December 2016, and yeah, we did YouTube, and then I totally didn't feel ready. I went through my college program for 2 years, and then I did I had like different field placements here and there, and then the big thing was student teaching. But you only student teach for 4 months. And then I graduated. It's like, okay, like you're ready to be a teacher, and I had like passed all my tests. I had everything, but I didn't feel ready. I was applying, but like my heart wasn't really in it. I was terrified. So I guess I was happy that we had YouTube as an escape. Like we were able to do YouTube for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get that like itch to like get back into education. So that's when I started subbing. And first I did daily subbing,
That was like
and then
really the best thing that
which
you
was
did.
like I could choose my days, and then I got hired as a building sub, which meant like it was like a full-time position. I go in every single day, and then last year I got pulled for 2 long-term positions in 6th grade, and then what opens up is a 6th grade
Bye,
position.
Sherry. Thanks for stopping
Bye,
by.
A 6th grade position, so it was almost like all the stars aligned like
Yeah.
perfectly for me. Like I
Yeah.
got to do the position basically a good chunk of last year, and then the position actually opened up, and I like slid right in it of sorts. I felt like almost it was mine to lose, but I was still in the running with like everybody else. It wasn't like, okay, she's here, she can do it, we're giving her the position. It wasn't like I had to work to get it. Absolutely, I felt that. Like nobody was giving me any free rides for the position. I had to interview like everybody else, interview again like everybody else, do the demo lesson like everybody else, and it was
but getting a degree,
stressful.
Like you could get a degree in education, but you still have to take those teacher praxis exams.
But you know what?
And you have
every
no
state
idea.
doesn't. Some no. Like Connecticut is one of like the crazy states. Guys, I had to take 5 tests. Like 5, and some like I was reading about like Georgia and like different places down south. Like they don't have to do that. Like all these crazy tests we had to do in Connecticut. I had to take 5 tests.
I don't know where Connecticut ranks like on the education scale, but you know the what was it, the aunt that LoriAnne, the kayak, all of that, you know, and then the aunt that says take power, all that. She didn't really think highly of anybody else's teaching programs other than like Connecticut. She said like Connecticut really, Connecticut education is like really, really superior. So I don't know what that's about, but now that you're teachers of TikTok, you're seeing like people struggle with the practice. Like you went in and really flawlessly took it first time out. People like they're on the 4th time.
My struggles were I guess are in other areas, but no, there are people sharing on TikTok like it's called like the praxis. Someone's like I'm on my 6th go of the praxis. Oh girl,
yeah.
Wait, did I bring the charger? Oh, I brought it. I didn't plug it in though. Yeah, okay. Someone's like I'm on my 6th go of the practice, and like the praxis, and I can't pass it, but I'm not giving up, and I was like, wow. So I had to take the Praxis 1, which was 4 tests: math, science, social studies, and language arts. So 4 of those, and I had to pass all 4 of those tests. The first Praxis I took actually failed. I missed the math one by 1 point. 1 point, and I had to like pay and take it again. That was the Praxis 1. And I had to pass those 4 tests and get into my teaching program at my college. And then I had to take, once I went through the program and graduated, I had to take the Praxis 2, which was all 4 of those tests again, and then take like another like 5-hour test in New York for like reading and grammar and phonics and all that kind of stuff. And I passed all of those the first time around, thank God, because the test was expensive. That's all I was thinking. I was like, Lord, I don't got this money. Like, please let me pass these tests the first time around, because I can only afford to pay them one time. Like the tests were expensive.
And basically, it's like what you've learned your entire life, basically, right? It's
19.
Like, can you study it?
No, it is. No, it is. It's like a giant like cumulative test of everything you've learned, like K-12. One like question could be 2 + 2. The next question could be something in like geometry or algebra or just. And it's like that. One question could be the Revolutionary War. The next question could be the Iraq War. Who invented the light bulb? Who was Martin Luther King? Like it was, every question was different. And I think I used Quizlet a lot. Just Praxis 1, Praxis 2 Quizlets. Just brushing up. But I'm like, how do you study for this? Like, how do you study for this? It's just. And then I think you saw me one night, just like pouring, just freaking out, like just studying. And you were like, Tay, if either you know it or you don't. Like, if either you know it or you don't. Yeah. And I literally closed all the books and just went and took the test.
I hate stress. I hate cramming things at the last minute. I feel like you've been there long enough that was your whole life since you were grade school age. You went to school. So I said, what is there to study and craft? Like, where do you begin to study for something like that? I'm like, you either know it at this point or you don't.
And I think our prayer was that
if you wrote down the wrong answer,
God like flip the answer.
Yeah.
If it's wrong, flip it and make it right.
Yeah.
And that was
our prayer.
The prayer through every test.
What like flipping God had to do.
Right? If it's wrong, please make it right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I remember that 5-hour one I had to take in New York though. I had to sit just like this. Remember at one point I took my leg and like crossed it under my other leg, and they came in and they were like, please put your foot on the ground. Like, because they thought maybe like I had writing on my shoe or something. They're like, you can't have your feet up, please put your foot on the ground. Because I was like sitting there like, I think I used all 5 of those hours. I think I maybe used like 4.5. 4.5 hours. It took every bit of that to do that test. There were so many parts to it, and it was like how to teach reading and writing and phonics, and it was a lot. The praxis is a lot.
Good night, Nicole.
It's like the CMTs on
praxis is definitely
steroids.
So yeah, I'm surprised that you're
the
saying
SATs
that all teachers don't have to do that.
Well, it depends. So like, well, say I move to a different state.
Okay.
I might have to take whatever they.
Okay.
Whatever they offer, or maybe I might not have to take anything at all. Like, I don't know. I think it depends.
Okay.
states want different things, different tests, but
Are
yeah.
teachers in
Connecticut
demand
is a
now? Like, nurses are always in demand. Are teachers in demand? I wonder how many got burned out during this whole COVID
I would say
thing.
yeah.
Did you think that?
I feel like even in my district, there's been like so much switching and swatching.
Really?
Switching and swatching of like job people getting different certifications to like move from being like classroom teachers to librarians or media specialists or this or that. Like
do you think
people
burnout
are
from
done out
what's
here.
going on in society? Do you think that they're being burned out from that, or what do you think is?
I don't know. I mean, teaching in the pandemic was hard. It was definitely rough.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see the fallout from it in the fall. Just to see what kind of mindset like the students are in, the parents are in. People are saying that teaching in the during that time is going to seem like a cakewalk to what the fall
Really?
is going to be. They think the real party is going to be in the fall.
Is it because you're going to see where everybody is? Because a lot of kids did not join in where they could come back, right? So some were home now.
Yeah,
everybody.
some
now,
might not
now
have
it's
been in
mandatory. Now it's mandatory
for like
everyone.
over a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kids might not have been in for like over a year.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we'll be able to really see like the learning gaps and stuff too.
Yeah. Across the board, there are no options anymore. Everyone has to go back to school.
I don't know who's making that call, whether it's states or whether it's by towns. I know our town and the schools in this town, everyone's going back in. There is no online option.
Do you guys know if there is anything across the board, or is it by state, by town? Can you imagine, as much as you just disliked school when you were younger, that's why you became a teacher, because you just wanted to be more supportive in the classroom. But I would be dreading it now, the summer's coming to an end, and I would know that you have to go back, because I definitely would have kept you home. I'll be like, yeehaw, good, I don't care what the reason was, you wouldn't have been going, and I would have been so happy. And now I would be so stressed to the max, knowing you had no choice, you would have to go back now.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you would have been worse off for it, because now you kind of lost your social skills. And
yeah. I was thinking maybe in the fall. I saw someone said we're going back with masks. I was thinking maybe we wouldn't have to wear masks, but then my age group can't get the what yet. So I was like, wait. So we're gonna have to have them regardless, because they can't even get it yet. So.
Right.
There's that. I was like, so they might say, well, if you're fully whatever, you don't have to wear one, this and that. But my age group, they won't have them yet. They haven't taken it. So yeah,
Anthony,
in elementary.
Is it that bad in New York that they want that option? A lot of things that people learn that you can do things from home. A lot of buildings and businesses are closing down because they saw that people can work just as effectively, if not more effectively, and more economically from home.
I love being in the building. That's just me. I love my alarm going off in the morning, making my coffee and my Contigo, getting dressed, in my fashion show, getting dressed, going into the building, interacting with the teachers, clicking on my lights, writing on my board. I love the whole thing. Passing out papers, seeing the kids in person. I love all of that. So I personally want to be back in person in the building. That's what I want. I love that. All of that.
Oh, so in PG County, is that where you live, Andrea? All right, girl. They have a choice. Let me see. Angela said they're going back. She's in Philly, right? No online. It says it's Eldorus. Still an option, Erica? Really, in California?
Wow. Tiffany said they're going back, but they're offering a remote option too. So our school already did that. That was all last year. There was in person and there was remote. But that honestly is so taxing. It really is, to teach kids in person and keep track of them online too. It was like you were teaching times two. I was exhausted every day after work. I was so tired when I did the long-term positions, trying to teach math in person and teaching online and language arts in person and online, the kids here and the kids online, and it was too much.
So Jeanette
Grigsby
said, I'm working from home from now on. I'm an extrovert, so I'm not happy about it. So what field are you in that you're working from home? Do they see it was more economical, it was better to work from home? I like the whole idea of doctor's appointments. You can just do it from your home. Sometimes you have to get up and get dressed and go to the doctor's. You really don't have to anymore if you don't want to. If it's something so simple, you don't have to go in.
Yeah, but no, we'll see. Hope I'm not gonna deck my classroom out and then have to teach from my bedroom. But whatever will be, because like everyone else is gonna be doing it too. So when people said like last year was the hardest year of their lives, this and that, like yeah, it was. But it was kind of like that sense of like we're all in it together. So we were all doing it together. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
woo, we're all complaining in the staff room together, like, but we're together, right? It's okay.
Yeah,
Like, we're all being busted on the Zoom calls together, like it's okay. You know,
Were you all present, girl, or did you
Yeah.
have black screen, girl?
No, I made my kids turn their cameras on. Except certain times, if I was like, okay, you can turn your cameras off, but I always said I would do camera checks. So I could be teaching in the middle of a sentence, I'm like, camera check, and their cameras would have to go on. And if
Okay.
someone's camera didn't go on, like I would be like, you know, where are you at? And if they didn't respond, okay, now everyone has to have their cameras on because, you know, people are busted. So yeah, no, camera check.
So also off subject, Renee said, Tay, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color is turquoise. I've always my favorite color is turquoise.
Yeah.
I do kind of like rusty orange as well, but basically turquoise.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love turquoise. It's so pretty.
Yeah, yes, I'm in healthcare, director of operations on Zoom calls all day. Are you seeing on Zoom calls, Jeanette?
Yeah, she was one of the people that said like it's professional, like you gotta keep the camera on.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I must have missed that. Totally defending my point.
But it's turquoise and teal. Yeah, aren't they
For the
pretty
organization.
colors?
Yeah, wow.
But I love more warm colors,
yeah.
like to wear. Like I'm definitely more of a warm tone for makeup. I'm warm tone, but I love the color turquoise.
Yeah. Yeah, no, totally.
So again, at time, our sponsor tonight is Zelul. They've
Okay,
what's the word I was going to say? Sponsor is Zelul. They have stylish blue light and prescription glasses. So we are wearing Oh, did I?
Yeah.
No, I did. No.
Are you going to?
Brother, really, those are yours. But I
Yeah,
can't
but
go.
they didn't fit.
Oh, right. Okay.
Last time. So I
Which
think
ones
they
are
fit you.
these?
If they were because of the P, I think like pay.
Okay. But blue light have definitely helped. I'm always wearing blue light glasses. When I'm on my phone, definitely on the computer. I noticed the beginning of last year is when I actually got into blue light glasses because my eyes were so bad. I would like look at a screen, I was seeing like double vision, I was getting headaches, and it's because I was having too much screen time. These are Paola.
Okay, and these are these the Jerry? Because I have two clear ones. Are these Jerry or are these, no? These are Jerry, right?
Which ones are these? Oh my gosh, my whole screen is. Are these reading? Wait, which ones?
So they work for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they're-
for reading, they're like everything is zoomed in.
Yeah. So like to me, like that's like a 2.0 on the little spinner.
Oh, those are Jerry. Okay.
These are Jerry.
These are making me think because they're prescription.
Okay.
But
You
yeah.
don't need the distance.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely check out Zelul. We put their link in the description box. You can use code MADCURLS for 15% off until 2 a.m. And then after that, it'll be good for 10% off. So we always have a code. So if you missed the sale, like our code always works, but typically it's for 10% off. But when they sponsor our live streams, they make it 15%, which is nice.
So yes, all day.
There's a bunch of these. I think these are Aaron. These are called Aaron. I love these. The round metal glasses.
Hello. So you had them in gold before those.
So no, these are Aaron.
Okay.
These are Yaya.
Okay.
The one I've been wearing.
Did you
These are
try those
Yaya.
yet?
These ones? So these are Aaron too, but just
Okay.
a different color. So these are the darker ones. These are the lighter floral Aaron.
Try these on tonight. These the last time.
Those are Hillary.
Okay. These are light blue.
Those are Hillary. Oh, those are pretty.
I like those.
Those are actually pretty nice. Girl, nothing beats them Alfred ones though. I gotta buy the Alfred too. I gotta buy
Nothing.
I gotta buy the Alfred, and which one was those? Were those the other ones? Alfred.
Alfred
Look, I
and
said those were ones in my cart.
yeah, but and then I love the striped
And the
ones.
sugar plum, the new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though like I like the shape of these. Is it octagon? I don't know.
Well,
I didn't know that they came in the stripes, so I have to check those on the stripe. Because that's what I originally want. Okay, so
Oh,
these
okay.
are the ones that you're raving about. These.
Alfred.
Alfred.
Which ones are LoriAnne wearing right now? These blue ones are called Hillary. These are called Hillary. Did I?
These go with the hair.
You know what? Sorry. These ones are not linked down below. Let me put these. Let me put these in the description box. Hold on 1 second. So the blue ones that LoriAnne was just wearing are called Hillary.
Okay.
Hold on. Girl, I know you was gonna be busting out the Hillary one.
Told me to bring down the one from the past.
Girl, bust it. Hold on. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Okay, so here, these are the Hillary. These have been requested.
All right. So Hillary is in the description box now. If you refresh the live, you'll see them in the description box. But yeah, those were the blue ones that LoriAnne was wearing.
Right here. Here. And these are your favorites, or do you have the striped ones?
I love the Alfred. I think those are. I feel like the striped ones are like a fun like pop of, you know,
Yeah,
little
they
statement
came in there,
glasses.
like-
but those are so nice, like everyday glasses. I
Yeah.
love the Alfred.
I immediately start wearing them. I'm wearing them all week because
Blue light really does help a lot, right,
Mhm.
Erica? Like they totally do. I totally notice the difference in my eyes when I wear blue light glasses and like when I don't. Whether I'm looking at my phone or I'm watching a show. 'Cause sometimes like I'll just like binge watch a show. If I'm just like staring at the TV, I'll start to get a headache. I love wearing blue light glasses all the time.
yeah. So again, deal is there, and they're saying 15% off till 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
right now. Initially it was till 12. Now they've extended to 2. Cha-ching, shop. And
And thank you guys for shopping and supporting them, supporting us.
And supporting them, supporting us.
Supporting them, supporting us.
I love that. These are so cute. They're stylish for like that.
These are
top, right?
Brenda as well. So these are both Brenda, but 2 different colors. So these are the Brenda mauve, and these are like the Brenda darker ones. Love this like shape. Love this shape.
You wear different pair of glasses every day.
Girl, I'm going to, girl.
Are you?
Girl, you think this is a game, girl?
See,
It's not.
I love those, right?
Yeah, so those are Bogar.
Okay, it's right.
Yeah.
Are they in top?
Oh, see, these, so the Brenda ones, these are $7. These are $7.
Wow. What were those navy ones that I saw in the beginning?
Oh, wait. Oh, these
Wait,
ones?
yeah, what are those?
With the wire, these are called Durice. Those are $7 too.
I know, those are so
But you gotta
cute.
get a prescription and stuff in them. But they're not gonna be as expensive as your Kate
Yeah,
Spade
no
ones.
way.
Those are very cute. Dark
No.
blue.
Yeah.
They have dark blue and they have black.
Oh, okay.
Those are cute.
Yeah, no, because if you buy glasses, like, you know, they're expensive. But here, it's like unbelievable. I don't
Good night,
think
Sharon.
I'll ever go back to like buying glasses way like I once did, like with the was it optometrist, right? That's the eye doctor, like ophthalmologist. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, cause like these
Good
are.
night, Jeanette. Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping it up here too. Is there any other business we need to take care of this evening?
Yeah, they definitely are nice.
Erica,
brands.
yeah, these are called Brenda. So these are Brenda. So if you type in Brenda in the search bar, or I think Brenda's even in the description box. If you type in Brenda, it'll show all the different colors. There's Brenda. There's a navy color. There's a green. The green are $1.
Wow. Oh wait, look at those like transparent. Those are pretty.
These?
Yeah.
Jerry. These are called Jerry's.
Are those like the green? Those like the
Oh,
clear?
you like those?
Yeah. Are those like the? Well, I mean, the color just kind of like caught my eye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're. Yeah.
These are nice. So these come in dark green, mauve. Oh wow, the dark green are $1.
And what's that? Brenda, let me see.
I like that.
Pull up the dark green.
These are
Okay.
dark green. These are
But
nice.
they're not just plain dark green. They have
Oh,
like
look at
little
the,
decoration.
Look at the side. Well, so do these.
Oh, they do.
They all have like that stripe right there.
Oh, okay, looks more
So
pronounced.
they have
here.
like tourist,
Okay.
probably depending on the color. It's pronounced here too.
Okay.
Like see,
Yeah.
it's mauve. It's
Okay.
lighter, so that's the design.
Okay.
So yeah, Brenda, love Brenda. Love
Yeah, no,
Brenda.
definitely. I like the stripe, and try the stripe in this. Because these are called sugar plum, but these are called Bogart, and they come in the stripe like this. And
Do you know which style would be smaller, like a small frame? So like, are these frames too big? Is this too big of a frame?
So I think the ones here that I have,
What are considered like small frames?
wait, is this, no, not that one. Oh, this one right here. See,
I think it depends on like the shape. So like that's a really small
this
frame.
is a small frame.
Is that how small you want it? There's also Santiago. I didn't bring Santiago down. Hold on, let me show you Santiago.
Just like your ordinary eyeglass frame, but I like the ombre. So it's lavender here, like pale green here, and then these are turquoise arms. I guess are they arms? I don't know, but like the perfect fit. Nothing overstated. Very cute. Yeah, very simple. Good night, Timon.
So, yeah, I didn't bring these down. I can link them if you like them, but these are called Santiago. And I don't know if this is considered like a small frame as well, but these are smaller.
Okay.
So these are called Santiago. Let me link these down below.
I like, hey, I mean, these are very, very simple. I love these, and I love the color. These are flattering, right? The ones I have on, right? They're just,
Yeah,
I like the color.
they're
They're
simple.
Yeah. And they're small. They're even smaller, say, than, are they comparable to my normal, like, Kate Spade ones I wear? Let me see.
So the ones I'm wearing
Very
are
comparable.
Santiago. And if you refresh the live, then they'll show up in the description box as well. But these, I remember I wore these last year to work, and I got so many compliments on these ones.
Mhm.
Very pretty. And they fit nice and tight, and they're not that big on the face.
Yeah.
Like these are called
And it
Santiago.
totally rolls with what you have on tonight. I like those. And what do they call Santiago?
These are called Santiago. I
Okay.
brought these down, but I don't see these in our lineup either. I don't remember what these ones were, but I showed them in a previous live stream. Maybe these kind of look like lollipop, but I don't think they're lollipop.
Is he loose still on? Ask them if they know.
But there were these ones we were sent as well. I don't know if this is considered a big frame, but they're lightweight. This frame might be a little bit big, but they're like kind of bluish up here, but clear down here.
Yeah.
They have like metal sides. I don't know what frame this is.
Let me see those right there. The ones that. To me, they look a little similar to the pink ones I just picked up.
Yeah, no, these aren't lollipop. I don't know which ones these are, but
Oh,
these.
those are cute. Like the colors of those right there. The pink and the blue. That right there, like
This is lollipop.
Okay. Wow. Like this doesn't. Yeah, you can definitely tell there's no prescription in them. But. Yeah. All right.
Oh, Peyton. That's what these
Okay.
are. Peyton. Yay. That's what these are.
Yeah. I like the coloring of these.
But these are really lightweight. I love glasses like you can't feel. Like these are like a
Yeah.
lightweight frame. Yep, those are Peyton. Okay, and they come in clear. I feel like the clear would be nice too. I need to shop. I need to shop.
Right, I know.
I
Well,
like
throw
Peyton.
on some Bogart strap for me.
Girl. I like the Peyton clear. Because I like these. These are so lightweight. I like how they fill up
Those
like
are
all
Peyton?
this space. These are called Peyton.
Okay, and then they come in what other colors?
They come in clear.
And some of the styles come in sunglasses as well.
They come in black.
Okay.
So these come in clear. They come in black. They also come in champagne. I bet that's nice.
Yeah.
Champagne. That's a nice color. Yeah, these are nice frames. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I like the sunglasses too. I think
Anthony, we're going to try not to let the channel die, which the channel will be dying. Like, yeah. So he's like, well, there'll be less live streams and less this and less that. Because like it's,
Okay.
I like our channel, and I'm like, why would we let our channel die like that? Like everything that we've built, you know, absolutely not. You know,
because people like need side gigs, and I'm like, we seriously have like another.
right?
source
People
of
survive on
income.
2 streams of income. So like, yes, I'll be teaching, but YouTube is also something that I love to do, and
Yeah.
it's also pay some bills. So yeah, no, YouTube isn't going anywhere. Our live
Yeah.
streams aren't going anywhere. Our videos aren't going anywhere. Our bustedness isn't going anywhere.
Reign supreme. You know, definitely. I want to keep this up.
All right, guys.
Good night, Diane.
All right, so
Oh,
It is
she's
now
still going back and master not required.
bedtime. We are thinking we're gonna be heading up. Doggy keeps
Mhm.
collapsing everywhere. He's tired.
I know.
But thank you so much, Zilu, for sponsoring another MADCURLS live stream. I swear it's always a good time when we have Zilu as a sponsor. If you ever pop up here and you see Zilu here, you know it's about to be lit. It's going to be a fun live stream. Always
There's a
have
lot of
fun live streams.
emotions, a lot of business, a lot of tea being
Yeah.
told, a lot of tea being spilled.
All of that. All of that.
Yeah.
Um, No, the Mad Curls channel won't be dying, guys. It's not dying. Like, just because I'm starting teaching in the fall, that's not happening. It's not dying.
Yeah. Oh, here she goes. Did you get him? Did you drop?
I got him. He's been weakened. One more should do the trick.
Make sure you drop it. Oh, good dog. You bring him up. He's so cute.
Hi, boo boo. Hey, look at this.
What is he, doggy?
Look at the sleepy face.
Look at the doggy. Yo, sweet.
Me turn
Such a
around.
baby. Say good night. Good night, everyone. See you, Maddie, and is it Croc? Andre Twitty. Olivia Shabazz. Oh, hey girl, I didn't see you on here.
See my earrings.
Is it Eldorus? Finny, Tornado 3. Anthony said, thank God. Good night, ladies. Yes, I know. Goodness, girl. People want us to keep going.
Girl.
And we shall.
And we show the people what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody that joined us, chatted in the chat, left some super chats, sent some cash
I know.
apps,
Thank you for your
bought from my
generosity.
Amazon store, supported Zelul. We
Yeah.
appreciate you guys so much. And,
Y'all got Maddie?
He got Manny. Back girl's gonna got Manny. Alright guys, we will see you next time. Have a great night.
Girl, it's
Have
a
a great
shame we
weekend.
can't say next week because we're so busted.
What
We have
is
to say,
that?
you said next time.
Oh,
What does
girl,
that mean?
Next week, girl. You happy, girl? Girl. Fine. Next week, guys. We'll see you next week. Girl, I'll come down to you. You'll be standing up in my room. Be like, do you want to go live tonight? And it'll be Friday, and you're like, I want to get in my bed and watch the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Guys, that's what I've been watching. Making the team. They work like dogs.
She watches the
Who
Dallas
watches
Cowboy
that? The Dallas
cheerleaders?
Cowboy cheerleaders. That is no joke. Oh my gosh.
That show's great.
Yeah, that's
It's
what,
good.
I know. That shows me like, I'm not going to watch Dallas Cowboy
Oh, the
cheerleaders.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Guys, I can't be blamed. I'm under lots of grass.
Grass.
A lot out here in these streets.
Alright, guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much for sticking with us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.